Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Happy Wednesday. Thanks all for joining back in here on the stream once again. And looking to take it one game at a time is the Celtics. The Celtics on the brink of elimination right now, trailing 3-1 in the series against the New York Knicks. The comeback kids have won all three games coming back from 20, 20, and 14. And right now, the Knicks with a chance to close it out. Celtics looking to play with Celtic pride and passion, and they are looking to take one tonight on their home court to force a Game 6 on Friday. If you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'd like to start off with this stream here, sending my thoughts and prayers out to Jason Tatum. Just devastating way that we wrapped up during the last game. He was balling, 42 points. And then season-ending Achilles injury, going to be out for a very, very long time, most likely next season. Just absolutely crushing for an amazing father, most talented player, in my opinion, that's stepped foot in the Celtics organization, played at the TD Garden, wore a Celtics jersey, and just absolutely devastating. But it's all about bouncing back tonight for the Celtics, something that they have done multiple times this season. I believe they're 21-3. Following a loss for the Celtics, all about playing with passion, all about playing with pride tonight. And we got these guys possibly could be playing for the last time together, potentially tonight. But this is a good opportunity for these guys to come out, play with Celtics pride tonight, and see if they can steal one on their home floor, because this is a big, big game for a lot of guys. Could be a lot of offseason changes coming up in the offseason. Without Tatum, there's a lot of question marks, uncertainty with the future of the new organization, the future of the Celtics organization. They have new ownership as well, so there could be some changes in the offseason, and it's going to be very, very tough to pay all these guys with that whole mid-level exception and a whole payroll. Very, very difficult. They knew what they were coming up against in 2025. They did not anticipate this injury, though, and this is where it could be potentially to make some big, significant changes. What I've heard by sources here depends on who they want to play, who they decide to move away from within the organization in the offseason. But right now, this is how the money stands here. So Jason Tatum won't play most likely next season due to the Achilles injury during the last game. He's making $54 million a year. Right behind him, Jaylen Brown at $53 million a year. Tonight's a massive game for Jaylen Brown. Here's his audition to be the next man, number one guy for next season for the Celtics, to fill the void of Tatum, to take the step up from being the number 2 option behind Tatum to being the number 1 option. Jaylen Brown last year was the Eastern Conference Finals MVP, the NBA Finals MVP, and he's been struggling in these playoffs. 21.9 points per game, just 44% from the floor. That is the lowest points per game in the playoffs for Jaylen Brown since the 2019 playoffs. The lowest field goal shooting percentage in a playoffs in his entire career right now for Jaylen Brown, as he has more turnovers to assists, 30 turnovers to 27 assists in the playoffs. Tonight, Jaylen Brown is going to have to show up, because this is his audition to be the number 1 option for the Celtics for next season. If he comes out, if he pulls a dud like Max Strus last night did for Cleveland, if he plays like Darius Garland, then yeah, there's going to be a lot of question marks going into the offseason. So this is a huge game tonight for Jaylen Brown. Also a huge game for a guy who's been a no-show throughout the playoffs, and that is Porzingis, who he's been in a lot of trade rumors recently. For him, a guy that's been able to impact the game on multiple levels, space out the floor, alter shots. He has had minimal impact in this playoffs, averaged 19.5 points per game in the regular season, dealing with an illness on and off throughout the course of the season since February, and looks like that significantly affected him into the playoffs as he's lost a lot of energy from that illness. He is averaging under 9 points per game in the playoffs tonight. That will need a change for KP. He's going to have to play his best game by far in the playoffs for Porzingis to give the Celtics a Game 6 on Friday. Jrue Holiday, turning 35 years old next month. Looks like he's lost a step. He's making $32 million next year. That's ahead of Porzingis, who's making $30 million next year. This is a big night for Jrue Holiday as well. He's going to have to step up as a scorer, going to have to step up as a lockdown defender, what he's known for, make game-changing play and big plays down the stretch. That's what he's been known for in the past, making the right decisions in crunch time. He's going to have to do that tonight. Al Horford, this might be the last game of his career tonight if the Celtics can't pull it out. Al Horford turns 39 in a couple weeks, June 3rd. He's going to be 39 for Big Al Horford. So he might retire at the end of the season. He's going to have to step up big time today. Drill threes, have a massive impact on the glass for Horford for him today because Tatum, the team's leading rebounder, not available rest of the playoffs into most likely next season as well. This could be it tonight for Al Horford here, the leader in the locker room. And this hopefully a big night for Horford here tonight to help his team guide him to a Game 6 on Friday. It's going to be next man up mentality tonight. The payroll looks like this. Jaylen Brown, $53 million next year. Jrue Holiday, $32 million next year. Kristaps Porzingis, $30 million next year. Derek White's $28 million. Derek White's been really consistent. He's been excellent throughout the playoffs for him. I think he's a guy that you can definitely build around in the future of the organization for Derek White. Sam Hauser makes $10 million next year. Peyton Pritchard on like a contract steal, he makes $7 million next year. But Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, I got those two guys to step up big time tonight. It's next man up mentality for the Celtics, one game at a time. And Celtics pride, passion, win this one for Tatum tonight. If you're the Boston Celtics going into this matchup, do it for Jason Tatum and take it one game at a time. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Yes, I'll be live tomorrow night too, Jeffrey, covering Thunder against Nuggets tomorrow. I think it's basically single games after this. If Golden State gets taken out tonight by Minnesota, it's going to be standalone games for the rest of the playoffs. So just one game throughout the remaining part of the playoffs, I believe. Derek on the stream, Warren, Sox fan, Richard, Joe, welcome back in, everybody. Glad to have you guys back in on the channel for this one. Hit us up in the chat. Who you guys got to win, Celtics or Knicks? This could be it as we know it for the Celtics tonight. Gonna have to show up here and win this game. Do it for Jason Tatum here. Here's my top 5 picks of the night right here that I got for this game. Jaylen Brown gonna have to go off tonight. This is his audition to be the number 1 option for next season for Jaylen Brown. Is he going to rise to the occasion like Anthony Edwards in the playoffs? Or is he going to crumble down like Max Strus and Darius Garland did yesterday? Jaylen Brown over 25.5 points tonight. I've got him for. He is due for a big game tonight here for JB, the tone setter on this team. A great opportunity to respond back to the doubters. That's calling him out throughout the course of the playoffs, putting him in trade rumors right now. JB has shown in the past that he can go out for 30-point, 40-point games in the playoffs. He dropped down 36 against the Magic in the game that Tatum was out. I like Jaylen Brown to go off tonight in this matchup. Derek White over 18.5 points. He has been incredibly consistent throughout the entire playoffs for White. He's averaging 20.3 points per game in the 9 games without Tatum this season. He's averaging 19.8 points per game of the series for Derek White and 18 points per game of the playoffs. I like him to smash that over 18.5 point total tonight. Derek White over 3.5 made threes. He's coming off a game where he went 6 for 11 from the perimeter in game 4. He has been brewing with confidence, making his threes. He's averaging 4.4 made threes in the 9 games without Tatum this season. Peyton Pritchard over 2.5 made threes tonight. This boy's going to cook from the perimeter just like he did on Saturday. Peyton Pritchard's averaging 3.7 made threes in 11 games without Tatum. He has made at least 3 threes in 7 of his 11 games this season without Tatum. And Al Horford over 7.5 rebounds. Somebody's going to have to step up on the glass here. Horford without Tatum, last 3 games, he's got 10 rebounds each. Big Al Horford, this could be it for his career tonight. Looking for a major game on the glass to step up, to replicate, and to replace what Tatum's done, averaging 11.5 boards per game. Somebody's going to have to step up. That starts with a locker room leader and a team leader, Big Al Horford tonight. So that is what I got here. Jaylen Brown, Derek White, or Jaylen Brown over 25.5 points. Derek White over 18.5 points. Derek White over 3.5 made threes. Peyton Pritchard over 2.5 made threes. Al Horford over 7.5 rebounds. In a over till it's over in the series. Celtics, black jerseys, green numbers, green letters, white outline. The one that they got behind me, the Jason Tatum jersey, hanging up behind me is the one that they're wearing tonight for this matchup. Celtics looking to extend this series to 6. Praying that they can do that. Gonna save this season, and it starts with Jaylen Brown. Kristaps Porzingis for sure is going to have to play a game of his life against his former team tonight. He's been missing in action throughout the playoffs. Knicks with the white jerseys, orange numbers, orange letters at the front of the uniform, dark blue letters at the back of the jerseys. If you guys are doing the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, Karl-Anthony Towns, the starting 5 for New York, going up against the Celtics starting 5, Derek White, Jrue Holiday, Jaylen Brown, Al Horford. Kristaps Porzingis gets the nod inside the starting lineup tonight, and Porzingis is going to have to play the game of his life here tonight as we are underway, and the Celtics control the opening tip. Right to left on the floor. One of the interesting keys here without Tatum is how this ball will move without Tatum on the floor. One of the troublesome spots is when Tatum has the basketball, it is stuck. So we'll see if the basketball gets to move a lot more. Brown, kick out to the corner. Horford on the 3 left is short. Rebound control by Cat. That's a concerning part going into this game. Karl-Anthony Towns could have a major game of the glass tonight going up against an undersized Celtics team without Tatum. Their team leading rebounder Bridges picks off where he left off during the last game. Hits the mid-range J. It's 2-0 for the Knicks. Possession number 2 for the Celtics. Brown stuck in the corner. Brown, bounce pass, missed the mark, and luckily there, deflected out of bounds off Brunson. I thought he missed the mark there to the bounce pass off Holiday, but luckily there, it was deflected out of bounds off Brunson, so it's going to stay Celtics ball. Celtics get the inbound. White deflected off the inbound. They turn it over. Knicks with a possession here. Brunson, quick 3 up the floor. No good off the mark. Missed a wide open 3. Rebound secured here by Brown. Yep, one game at a time here, folks. Vegas, glad to have you back in, brother. Kick out, corner, Derek White, open 3. He drills it. Bang, a bang by D. White. 3-2 Celtics. Derek White shooting with confidence. Ball poked in the backcourt, out of bounds. Poke loose off Jaylen Brown. Celtics pressuring Brunson as he is the immediate ball handler. Celtics putting up ball pressure quickly on the Knicks, meeting them at midcourt. Towns, defended by Holiday at the left wing. Holiday guarding Towns, swings it off to Hart at the top of the key. Hart over to Towns. Holiday takes on Towns here at the top of the free throw circle. 3 in the shot clock. Ball gets loose. They're going to have to launch 1 in the shot clock. And a loose ball foul charge to Holiday with .3. That's crushing right there, that foul. Josh Hart got knocked down around the perimeter. Just a loose ball foul, they call it. Rosalio, welcome back. Thanks for joining back in. Yeah, happy birthday tomorrow for you, Jeffrey. Yeah, I'm hoping to be back live tomorrow night, too, covering Thunder against Nuggets. So feel free to join in if you guys would like. Brunson, far side of the floor to inbound passer. Sends it off to Bridges. Back to Hart around the perimeter. Finds Towns. Pops up for the 3 deep range. No good. Skipped around the rim and out. Rebound secured by Holiday. Holiday up the floor. Holiday spin cycle inside the paint over Brunson. No good. Tipped up in the air. Tipped to Holiday for the offensive rebound. Holiday dribbles out to the perimeter. Finds White. White slides it off to Holiday. Cross court pass Jaylen Brown. The right baseline guarded by Brunson. Brown pivot. Out fake underneath Jaylen Brown. Floats up the shot. He got it to go. Good for 2. JB strong finish right to the cup. 2 minutes through 5-2 for the Celtics right now. All going to be about their defense today. Top of the key with Cat. Slides it off to Hart here at the elbow. Hart, bounce pass. Cat rolls down over Horford. Got fouled. And 2 free throws coming up by Karl-Anthony Towns. That's a tough foul call charge to Al Horford. Horford looking around, wondering about the call right there. Yeah, that's a tough shooting foul charge to Big Al. So Towns is going to have 2 free throws here coming up at the line. We're just getting started tonight. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Celtics looking to force a Game 6 on Friday. Knicks would close it out with a win tonight. First free throws go by Cat. Man, Celtics hustling. They're playing hard so far. Signs of life here, playing desperate. They always seem to play their best when their backs are against the wall. Second free throw by Cat. That is good. Five to 4 right now. Holiday dribbles up, drives inside the paint, guarded by Bridges. Outside Porzingis pops up for the 3 straight away. Missed it way off the mark, no good. Tipped up to the baseline, out of bounds off Bridges. It's going to stay Celtics ball. Uncle Pizzo, glad to have you back in, brother. Hope all is going well, man. Derek White underneath the hoop, the inbound passer here, defended by Brunson. White sends it off to the corner. Horford, hand off to White at the right corner. Back over to Porzingis at the right baseline. Porzingis guarded by Cat. Porzingis jumper mid-range and an offensive foul charge to Porzingis. Pushing off on Karl-Anthony Towns. A rough start here for KP tonight. Yeah, he pushed off with his right hand off a Cat around that neck area. Lower neck, right below the chin is where Porzingis pushed off for the offensive foul. So 1 foul each right now by Holiday, Horford, and Porzingis. Celtics in quite a bit of foul trouble early on in this game. Have to avoid 2 by any of those players. Brunson, guarded by Brown. Brunson dribbles up inside to keep Brunson. Runner over Porzingis. There's the wingspan of Porzingis. Showing up on that possession defensively as Brown collects the defensive rebound. Horford up the floor. Finds White. White towards his right. Takes the 3. Makes the 3 from downtown by Derek White. Derek White, low-key, has been fantastic throughout the playoffs. 8-4 for the Celtics. Bridges crosses midcourt. 8:45 left to go in the first. Bridges slides it off on top off to Hart. Hart dribbles at the low block outside to the corner to Anunoby. Anunoby guarded by White. Slides it off to Hart here at the left wing. Hart jacks up the 3 over Holiday. No good. Skipped around the rim and out of bounds. Last touched off of Brown. It's going to stay Knicks possession here. Marcus, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Doing well, man. Celtics trying to take this 1 game at a time, second by second, minute by minute. OG Anunoby, the inbound passer, finds Bridges. Bridges with a 3, right down the chute, delivers. 8-7. Mikal Bridges going off in these playoffs recently for him. Somebody's going to have to put a stop to that. Holiday, bad pass, looking for Porzingis. Sails out of bounds at the turnover. That's a tough one right there. Just not on the same page between Drew and KP. Oh, yeah, there's been a lot of them this past week on Uncle Pizzle. 3 turnovers right now for the Celtics currently. They're going to have to clean that up. Brunson at the left wing perimeter. Brunson zigzag down low. Low block over Porzingis. Cut it to go. Good for 2. 9-8 for the Knicks. And a timeout taken on the floor by Joe Mazzulla. 8:06 left to go in the first quarter. Jalen Brunson. Runner at the low block right over KP. And KP, a couple of rough possessions for him so far in this game as Mazzulla has to burn a timeout. Celtics clawing this game through their defense right now. Got to see something out of Porzingis. This is a huge game. Porzingis, especially Jaylen Brown, Drew Holiday, those 3 guys. This could be the final game for those 3 guys. And right now, it's the guy that's been burying shots that's kept them hanging in the game. That's the guy that they're going to build around for the future of the team. And that is Derek White. He is a keeper. Derek White, 6 points, perfect. 2 for 2 from 3. Showing up to start this game. Jaylen Brown's got 2. He's got 2 rebounds plus an assist. But Porzingis, nothing so far to on the stat line for Porzingis. No rebounds, no points, a missed shot. Holiday with 2 rebounds so far, but Yeah, they're just gonna have to clean it up with the turnovers. Couple turnovers recently. Holiday and Porzingis wasn't on the same page with one of the entry passes, so they're gonna have to clean it up here. Still a lot of game left to go. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams. Pepe, welcome in. Thanks for joining in back on the chat here for Pepe. Just going to play your best basketball tonight and win this game for JT if you're the Celtics. Play your hearts out. Leave it all on the line in the full 48 minutes. Don't give up. And if they come out and win this game, there you go. There's the realization, hey, we can beat this team without Tatum. Celtics without Tatum have a 9-2 record this year. A lot of those wins came against non-playoff teams like bottom of the barrel opponents such as Brooklyn and Portland, but solid track record without Tatum this year. And if the Celtics come out on top in this game, don't let us get one, because their track record's been really, really good on the road this season for Boston. If they get this one, watch out for the next one. A team that drives upon on the road, their backs against the wall. And then if it comes to a Game 7 somehow, then, hey, like, if you beat them twice, you have the opportunity once again. Just take it a game at a time here if you're the Celtics right now. Just focus on who you are, play your basketball, and see if you can pick up the win here. Grind it out through tough, gritty defense, challenging everything today. Wensjoy, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. This is the biggest game in the career of Jaylen Brown, Kristaps Porzingis, and Jrue Holiday right now. Biggest game in their career. And it's the biggest game to show up for guys like Derek White and Peyton Pritchard to go off and pour in buckets. For a guy like Jaylen Brown, though, this is the biggest game by far in his entire NBA career. Right here for the former NBA Finals MVP from last year. We get back to action. 9-8 to score. Celtics with the basketball. White on the floor with Pritchard, Brown, Horford, and Holiday. Porzingis got substituted out. Or no, Porzingis is still on the floor right now. Check that. Pritchard's not. Porzingis is on the floor. Porzingis lost it. He turned it over inside the key. Stole away by Cat. Anunoby weaves his way inside the paint. Drives in Porzingis. Contested by Porzingis. Off the mark. No good. Tipped off the glass by Cat. Rebound foul. Charge to Holiday. That's his second. Jrue Holiday in quite a bit of foul trouble right now. I guess the positive part about that is that it's not a guy like Jaylen Brown that's in foul trouble. It's not Derek White. Jrue Holiday can't. He can be replaced in this game by Peyton Pritchard, and here he goes. So Peyton Pritchard checks in right now to replace Holiday. Peyton Pritchard's going to give the Celtics instant offense. Holiday isn't at his point of his career that he's going to do that. He's turning 35 next month for Jrue. Yeah, it looks like he's lost a step out there. So Jrue Holiday already with 2 personal fouls as Pritchard comes in to replace Holiday. Brown, Horford, Porzingis, White, and Pritchard, a 5 on the floor. Bridges, turnaround jumper over Porzingis off the back rim, no good. The rebound secured by Brown. I have to say Porzingis started to get better contesting shots recently. Brown dribbles up inside the key. Brown with a left hand, no good. Missed off the mark, short rebound. Ripped away by Josh Hart with a defensive rebound. Josh Hart takes up the floor. Drives and Porzingis right to the rim. He scores up and off the glass. Porzingis had a couple good contests defensively that time. Couldn't keep the ball handler off the dribble job penetration. Josh Hart couldn't keep himself out in front of Josh Hart. Lob down low. Horford to Porzingis. Porzingis blew the layup from point-blank range as he got tipped over to Brunson. Brunson has it. Bad game so far by Porzingis. Porzingis averaging 10 points per game lower than what he did in the regular season right now in the playoffs. Brunson backs his way in Pritchard. Jumper to elbow. Off the back rim, no good. Rebound ripped away by Horford. Was out of bounds with it, though, as it touched the baseline. It's going to stay Knicks ball. Yeah, Porzingis right now having a tough game. Contesting a couple shots here and there, but he will check out right now. Luke Cornett will come in to replace Porzingis. Porzingis just can't finish offensively, struggling with the physicality. struggling with a physicality. Can't even make these 3-foot shots from close range. Cat drives into Horford. Dump off underneath Hart. Blocked from behind by Horford. Luke Cornett came up with a loose ball. Jaylen Brown in tempo. Takes up the floor. Jaylen on the outside. Finds Derek White trailing the play. Takes the three. Makes the three from downtown. Bang, a bang by Derek White. 11-11, the savior of this team right now. Derek White looking to drop down 40 tonight. Brunson, bounce pass off to Hart. Hart at the low block. Hart towards his left, slides it off to Anunoby, rises for the three off the rim. Short Cornett collects the defensive rebound. Celtics midway through the opening quarter, looking to take the lead right here. Pritchard at the top, defended by Bridges. Pritchard. Bounce pass off to Brown at the left elbow. He takes on Brunson. Jab step. Brown bulldozes his way. Shovel pass underneath Luke Cornett. It is good for two. Up and in off the glass. Celtics take the lead. What a pass right there by Jaylen Brown. 5:40 left to go in the first. Knicks with the basketball. If you're new in the stream, just starting to join in, make sure to smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, as that's an offensive foul charge to New York. An illegal screen set up by the Knicks. The Celtics have it back. Boston playing their hearts out right now. 5.5 left to go in the first. Here goes Derek White. Dribble drive penetration. Right to the rack and he soars up and scores. Up and off the backboard. Derek White for two more. This is the Derek White game right here, right now. 5:15 left to go in the first. Josh Hart, bounce pass, backdoor cutter. Brunson beats Brown right to the cup, scores the layup. 2-point game, Celtics with it back, playing with pace. Derek White, oh, he did not. A rocket from the perimeter. Derek White on fire tonight, baby. 18-13 Celtics. Derek White with 14, single-handedly scoring more points than his opponent right now on the floor. Huge rejection by Luke Cornett out of bounds. You think we're going to take it in 5? Nah. Celtics with other ideas. Celtics with other ideas right now. Luke Cornett with a major block. Derek White playing like he did 2 months ago against Portland. Derek White about to put the whole world on notice tonight and drop down 40 in this game. Inbound goes to Hart. Handoff on Anunoby, left corner. Anunoby with a three around the rim and out. Horford with a defensive rebound. Celtics playing with intensity right here. Pritchard at the top of the key. Pritchard slides it off to the right wing. Brown up fake. Brown dribbles up inside the key. Brown guarded by Anunoby. Outside finds Pritchard. Pull up J from the TD guarded logo. Left it short. Off the rim and Anunoby collects the defensive rebound. 4:20 left to go in the first. Turnover by OG Anunoby. Cornett with a steal. Pritchard has it up the floor. Pritchard slides it off to Derek White. He keeps on firing. Off the rim short. Pritchard tipped it off to the wrong player. Hart with a defensive rebound. Knicks with possession. 5-point game approaching 4 minutes left to go in the first. Jalen Brunson on top finds a wide open Karl Anthony Towns. That's too easy. 18-16. George, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Woody, welcome back on the stream. Celtics looking good right now from the perimeter. 4 for 8 from 3. Knicks are 2 for 7. Knicks team wins 16 points. Derek White, 14 single-handedly. White swings it off the Cornett. Kick out corner. Wide open 3. Jaylen Brown, you better make it. And yes, he does. He rips it through to shoot for the 3 ball. 21-16. The Knicks defense completely lost. Jaylen Brown in the corner. Brunson. Bounce pass Hart. Hart's going up, gets fouled. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Luke Cornett. Oh! Josh Hart. Looking like Earl Timberlake from the NCAA tournament against Michigan State, playing for Bryant, as we're going to head to an injury timeout. Josh Hart. His whole face is gushing in blood right now. First of all, Jalen Brunson smashed Jaylen Brown in the ball sack, dribbling up the floor. Referee was right next to where it happened and didn't blow the whistle as a no call. Josh Hart His whole face submerged in blood, looking like Earl Timberlake of the Bryant Bulldogs in the NCAA tournament first round against Michigan State. Holy crap. Both of his eyes gushing in blood. Josh Hart being attended to right now. It's called a shooting foul, charged to Luke Cornett. Jalen Brunson got away with a push off to the ball sack of Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown took one right to the happy spot, and the referee was right next to where it happened and didn't blow the whistle. Joe Marie, welcome in. Walter, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. If you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Somebody might want to order Josh Hart a new uniform. His jersey is completely submerged in blood in the lower part of his uniform. His shorts, his bottom part of the jersey towards his belly, it is completely submerged in red. There was a lot of blood coming down, gushing from both of his eyes. Holy smokes. Josh Hart going in for a layup, goes up, gets fouled by Luke Cornett, and then comes back down. And both of his eyes completely fuming with blood. Wow. I think he got a replacement jersey. Yeah. Yep, Josh Hart got a replacement jersey. So Josh Hart just got a replacement jersey. He got a new uniform right now. You never see that they have to be handed a new uniform in the middle of the game. Like if this was like college athletics or like high school athletics, you're playing with that uniform throughout the entire game. That uniform's going right into the wash once you get home. Luckily, the NBA has backup uniforms. Let's see. Jalen Brunson off the dribble. Yep, his backhand connected with a nutsack of Jaylen Brown dribbling up the floor. So this is all under review right now. Official review at the monitor currently. 21-16 the score. I guess the positive part of that here for Jaylen Brown is it also took him time to recover. So it took Jaylen Brown time to recover because Brunson got him right in the happy spot. He went down, and then Josh Hart came gushing in blood at the end of that play. So Josh Hart's going to get granted 2 free throws. So 2 free throws coming up at the free throw line. So the referees don't overturn that. So they don't overturn Jalen Brunson off the dribble with his hand going behind, smashing Jaylen Brown right in the ball sack. First free throw by Josh Hart is good. So it remains fouled by Cornett on the shooting foul. Hart with 2 free throws. As Josh Hart's playing with a bandage above his left eyelid. So Josh Hart right now has a bandage above his left eyelid at like the top corner of the left eyelid. Second free throw is good. 21-18. Celtics with the ball. 3.5 left to go in the first. Jaylen Brown on the floor with Torrey Craig, first time in the court tonight. Sam Hauser as well. Peyton Pritchard and Luke Cornett. Jaylen Brown gonna have to do it himself. He drives, attacks downhill. No good. Missed the layup. Throwing in though with a 2-handed flush by Luke Cornett with a putback. 23-18 Celtics. Knicks with possession. Brunson Hart, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, and Mitchell Robinson as the Celtics pick up a foul way away from the play. And this is going to send the Knicks into the bonus. That's on Torrey Craig. This is going to send Mitchell Robinson to the free throw line. So Joe Mazzola hacking Mitchell Robinson once again right here as Mitchell Robinson will have 2 free throws. First shot by Robinson. He got it. 23-19, a 34% free throw shooter in this playoffs just drilled the first free throw. Miles McBride now checks in for New York. Positive impact right now out of Luke Cornett so far tonight. Second free throw was good by Robinson. A guy that shot 34% throughout this playoffs, and he just went a perfect 2 for 2 as he got hacked early on in this game to the free throw line. Top of the key with Brown. Torrey Craig still on the floor with that personal foul. Brown at the top, defended by Bridges. Brown sends it off to Pritchard. Pritchard dribbles up to the right wing. Pritchard drives on Bridges. Pritchard, a lot of dribbling, 4 on the shot clock. Pritchard, step back 3 over Bridges. No good, left it short. Offensive rebound back to Pritchard. Jumper, baseline. Off the mark again. A rebound ripped away by Robinson. Knicks with possession. Couple good looks there by Pritchard. Unable to send it down, though. McBride towards his left, guarded by Hauser at the top. Bounce pass off to Brunson. Runner at the low block off the glass, too strong. Tipped up in the air by Robinson. Torrey Craig, hustle play, saves it for number 12. Tips it off to Hauser for the defensive rebound. Spin cycle, Pritchard. Pritchard at the wing as he takes on Bridges on the outside. Hauser feeds it off to Brown. Brown around the perimeter, bouncing bodies off McBride, and McBride picks up the reach and foul. Clock will stop with 2:14 left to go in the first. So right now, they're going to have to get instant offense for the Celtics whenever Derek White substitutes out of this game. Derek White, 14 points out of the 23 so far. We're going to take a timeout right now in the court. Knicks will burn a timeout with 2:14 left to go in the first. All right, if you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Ring the notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified for future live streams on the channel. I'll be live tomorrow night covering Nuggets against Thunder, game number 6 in that series. So the Thunder are up now 3-2 in that one. Derek White, 14 points currently leading the way. Celtics going to get other guys to step up scoring-wise. 5 points by Jaylen Brown. Luke Cornett, 4 points with a putback slam. Got to see something on the Porzingis. Horford, Pritchard's got nothing so far. Pritchard, no points for him. Now it will have to change very, very soon. It's been the Derek White show to begin this game for the Knicks. More balance between New York. 5 points by Bridges, 5 points by Cap. Brunson with 4, Hart with 4, and Robinson's got 2. Anastasia, welcome in, no problem. Thanks for joining in. Wilson, welcome on board. Ricardo on the stream, welcome in. Got 170 plus. If you guys are new in the channel, hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win this game here tonight. Celtics or Knicks. Celtics playing for their playoff lives tonight. And gonna have to force the game 6 on Friday, or this could be it for this entire team for the Celtics. That they're probably gonna shake things up in the offseason, especially when it comes to Porzingis. Porzingis, just tough one so far for Porzingis. -3 on the floor for Porzingis. This is how these guys have turned out so far. +8 by Luke Cornett, +5 by Jaylen Brown, +4 for Pritchard, +3 for White with the instant offense, +3 for Horford, +2 for Hauser, and then 0 for Torrey Craig, -1 for Drew Holiday, -3 for Porzingis. Drew Holiday with 2 personal fouls, Porzingis with 2 turnovers, no points, a blown layup from 3 feet away, no rebounds, 2 turnovers, 1 personal foul. Porzingis is his stat line is gonna turn into the next Max Strus tonight if he keeps it up. No points, no rebounds, no assists, no steals, no blocks, 2 turnovers, 1 personal foul. Celtics right now on the brink of elimination, and they got to get something out of Porzingis tonight in order to win this game. Like, this guy dropped down 30-something points during a game in April against the Knicks. Like, you got to get something if you're Porzingis here. What I like tonight, I was concerned going into this game was the rebounding, because Tatum led the team in rebounding, averaging like 11 rebounds in the series. Right now, the Celtics lead the rebounds 11-7 going into this timeout. Just going to have to settle it down with the basketball. 4 turnovers currently for the Celtics. What's good, Keith? Welcome back in here, brother. Looking for a Game 6 on Friday right now. Celtics looking to bounce back. Jaylen Brown trying to lead his team this series. It's been the Derek White show so far. 14 out of 23 coming from Derek White as we come back from the timeout. Celtics get the inbound. Pritchard inbounds it off to Brown. Brown dribbles up to the right elbow. Slides it across the floor to Hauser. Catch and fire 3. Left off the rim. Short tipped up in the air to Bridges for the defensive rebound. It's Pritchard, Kornet, Porzingis, Brown, and Hauser to 5 of the court. Knicks with possession. Brunson, Anunoby, Bridges, Robinson, and Miles McBride to 5 of the court for New York. Inside the key, Anunoby. Outside to the baseline. Bridges dribbles up baseline. Runner, no good. Missed over. Kornet shoved in by Robinson for 2. It's a 1-point game. 23-22 right now. Celtics with a minute 40 left to go in the opening quarter. Pritchard straight away. Laser beam from downtown. Bang, bang by Payton. Pritchard on the board with a triple. Celtics by 4. Getting instant offense right there out of PP. Brunson at the top as he's defended by Hauser. Brunson slides it off to the corner. Corner 3 by McBride. Drills it right back for the 3. Big response back for New York right there. 26-25, Celtics with it. Brown outside Pritchard. Pritchard double team, gets it off to Porzingis. Porzingis pops up for the 3. Off the rim, no good. Tipped up by Kornet. Offensive rebound. Hauled in by Brown. Kick out. Corner 3, Sam Hauser. Welcome back to Boston from the corner. He drills it. Celtics are 7 for 14 from 3-point range right now. Sam Hauser on the board with a 3. Final minute left to go in the first. That's a really, really encouraging sign for Celtics Nation there with Sam Hauser bearing a 3. And Luke Kornet was the one who tapped it over for the offensive rebound. A major plus so far. Bridges missed the shot. Robinson gets hacked by Kornet with a foul. 38 seconds left to go. 2 free throws coming up in the bonus here for Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson, 2 free throws coming up here at the line. Yes, Celtics can still win without Tatum. Rallying behind their home crowd, playing with Celtics pride and passion. They're 9-2 in games without Tatum this season. The first free throw is good by Robinson. Right now, he's a perfect 3 for 3 at the free throw line for a 34% guy. I know Joe Mazzola loves to go over analytics and stuff like that, but I think that they should stop following Mitchell Robinson right now. Yeah, stop following Mitchell Robinson. He's drilled every single one of his free throws. There you go. There's another one. 29-27. 6 points, 5 rebounds for Robinson. And the Celtics turned it over quickly, going up. Anunoby got blocked out of bounds by Porzingis. Bad turnover there, quickly off the inbound by the Celtics. Jaylen Brown. Oh, that's all on Jaylen Brown. He missed the mark of the pass to Pritchard. Yeah, Jaylen Brown rushed the inbound to Pritchard. Pritchard wasn't anticipating it. He left it too high and wide away from Pritchard. And the Knicks defense was completely there. Inbound to Anunoby. Anunoby, step back 3 over Hauser. He splashes it. 30-29, Knicks by 1. Celtics with possession. Jaylen Brown crosses midcourt. Got to see something out of Jaylen Brown here tonight. This could be the final audition for Jaylen Brown. Capable of a 30 or 40 point game. If Jaylen Brown comes out and leaves a big dud, this could be his final game in the Celtics uniform. Lob down low, Porzingis. Fouled by Robinson with 9.2. So this will send Porzingis to the free throw line. 9.2 seconds left to go. Yeah, exactly. This is becoming way too predictable. The Knicks defense is going to eventually adjust to that like they've done this entire series. The third quarter has been awful by the Celtics throughout most of this series. The games that they've lost, they've been terrible from 3 in the third quarter. Jaylen Brown, his words after the Game 3 victory on Saturday, I can get into the paint better than anyone else. I have to see that tonight. I have to see that on a Jaylen Brown, Giannis Antetokounmpo level get into the paint tonight because I just don't see that. Right now, Jaylen Brown just 5 points in the opening quarter. He has played the entire first quarter for Jaylen Brown. He's probably going to play the entire game, honestly, tonight. So waiting for free throws right now by Porzingis. 9.2 seconds left to go. First shot here by Porzingis. This one is no good. Damn. He just doesn't have it come playoffs. There's something just obviously wrong with this man right now. Damn. It's too bad. This poor guy just isn't himself right now at the worst possible time. Second free throw is good by Porzingis. Tied up at 30. 9 seconds left to go in the quarter. Knicks with a possession. Brunson at the right corner. Right baseline dribble. Brunson. Shovel pass underneath. An opening. And Mikal Bridges scores with 1 second left to go. 32-30. A dime there by Brunson. Pritchard on a full court three. Hits the bottom part of the shot clock. And we close out at the end of the opening quarters. 32-30. Knicks by 2. Derek White's almost got half of the points so far for the Celtics. Other guys going to have to step up. Jaylen Brown with just 5 points for what could be JB's final game in the Celtics uniform. This could be his final audition to see if he is the man for the future for Boston. Been a rough playoffs for Jaylen Brown. Porzingis, this is looking like the last go-around for sure for this guy right here. It is brutal. It is brutal right now for Porzingis. 32-30 at the end of one. Gonna dig right into the plus minuses. +3 Derek White, +3 Luke Cornett, +1 Al Horford. 0 is Torrey Craig, -1 Peyton Pritchard, -1 Drew Holiday, -2 Jaylen Brown, -5 Sam Hauser, and then there's Kristaps Porzingis, -8. 1 point, 2 turnovers, personal foul, does have a block. He played 8 minutes and he went 0 for 3. He's going to have to turn things around right now for KP, because him not being like himself, it's really putting a damper on this team. If he's playing like himself, then they're winning this game for sure. But if he's playing like this could be a tough night. And he's going to have to come right out of that for the rest of this game. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. If you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. I'll be back tomorrow night too, covering OKC against Denver tomorrow night if you like to come on back in for that one. Knicks currently top players on the floor. 7 points by Mikal Bridges, 5 by Cat, 6 off the bench by Mitchell Robinson, and then 4 each by Brunson and Hart. 3 points by Anunoby, 3 by McBride. They just have a lot more scoring balance. They got 7 guys who scored so far in this game. Celtics with 5 guys who have scored a field goal in this game. Still, gotta believe. But it all starts with Jaylen Brown setting the tone, getting to the paint, and scoring buckets. Quote by Jaylen Brown, "I can get to the paint better than anybody else after Saturday's win. You got to get to the paint right now and get buckets. You can't get to the paint and then get stopped and start bricking shots and have shots altered and get locked up by Mikal Bridges. You got to get to the paint. You got to score over dudes. You got to get buckets. You got to play through contact. You got to get and ones if you're Jaylen Brown. You got to play with pace. You got to play winning the flow of the offense. And he's played the entire first quarter. Just 5 points through one quarter right now for Jaylen Brown. Right now, that's on pace for 20. He needs to be on pace for 30 or 40 in this game. 20 being average without Tatum, that's just not enough. That's not enough for Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown's been a 19-point-per-game guy in the playoffs. This is his audition to be the number one guy for next season to lead the Celtics as a number one option. Back to action. Left to right on the floor for New York with the opening possession. Cat takes in Horford inside the key. Jumper. Turnaround, no good. Got fouled. 2 free throws coming up here for Cat. Yeah, that's a mismatch right now. Al Horford, 2 inches shorter of Karl-Anthony Towns. Just a really, really tough matchup there for Al Horford tonight. Pritchard made a great three. Cornette's playing pretty good. Cornette's been the top plus on the floor for the Celtics so far. He's got a couple critical offensive rebounds that he's tipped back out to guys in a putback dunk for him. First free throw is good by Cat. Second free throw, that missed off the rim short. Derek White collects the defensive rebound. Celtics with possession. White on the floor with Hauser, Pritchard, Porzingis, and Horford. Horford's camping out in the corner. Got to see some movement here off the ball if you're the Celtics offense. Porzingis lost the handle, the dribble. Luckily, Pritchard was there, right place, right time. And away from the basketball, the Knicks pick up a personal foul. That's on Mitchell Robinson away from the ball. Porzingis already with 2 personal fouls. Yeah, clearly, we just don't see any sort of, it factor, killer instinct, no hungriness by Porzingis. He's getting jabbed multiple times by these big guys and taking a lot of those hits and having a tough time bouncing back. Missed 3 off the inbound by Pritchard. Pretty good look on a 30-foot pull-up J, but he bricked it off the back rim. Knicks with possession. Cameron Payne, first time on the floor, alongside Bridges, McBride, Cat, and Robinson. Bridges at the left wing, guarded by Horford. This is the time that you're going to get yourselves back in the game since Brunson's on the bench. Cat pulls up over Porzingis. Jumper, and he swashes it. 35-30 for the Knicks. Porzingis with just a hand up. Didn't even bother jumping to contest. That's a bad sign. White finds Horford. Backs his way at the low block. Horford working his way on Cat. Turn around. Hook shots. Got it to go. Good for 2 for a big Al Horford. 35-32 right now. Knicks with a possession. McBride at the right wing, off the screen set by Robinson. Dribbles up, inside the key. Jumper over White, no good. Halfway down, got fouled. And free throws coming up. 2 shots here coming up at the line for Miles McBride for New York. I hope so, Mofos. I hope so. First shot's good by McBride. They've actually been the better team on the road this year. No, I don't think the Celtics are thinking that they're playing the 2024 version of the Knicks. It's just, we're seeing the decline in some of these guys right now. Porzingis just isn't himself. Drew Holiday's lost a step. Jaylen Brown's dealing with a knee injury. We've seen the decline of some of these guys where it's really evident right now, and there's going to be some off-season changes that have to be made. Fall away by Bridges. Missed off the mark, no good. Holiday with a defensive rebound. Right now, Holiday up the floor. Holiday drives. Dish outside. Horford push pass. Got broken up and out of bounds. That was one key play by Mikal Bridges. Yeah, Celtics have a couple guys in decline that's older. Horford's turning 39 next month. Holiday's turning 35. Porzingis clearly doesn't look himself. Jaylen Brown's dealing with a knee injury. Whereas the Knicks, that trade for Mikal Bridges, putting this team over the top. Missed 3 by White off the back rim. Rebound ripped away by Bridges. Mikal Bridges, just the heart of a champion. When he played at Villanova, Cat stepped out of bounds. It's a turnover. Great disruption there by Derek White, forcing a Cat out of bounds in the corner. Karl-Anthony Towns, 3 personal fouls. They called him on the offensive foul, actually pushing off. So he was very, very tight to the corner there. That's his 3rd. Wow, this could really change the game. Cat just picked up his 3rd. So Cat just picked up his 3rd foul as he goes back to the bench. 37-32. White, spin cycle at the left wing. White across the floor off to Porzingis. Porzingis at the free throw circle. Outside finds White. Porzingis really hasn't played meaningful minutes ever in the playoffs throughout his entire career. Last year, he barely played in the playoffs. Didn't come back until the finals, and they were getting him slowly there in those games. Hart's across the floor, back outside to McBride. McBride at the top, guarded by Holiday for the shot clock. McBride over Holiday, buries the three, 40-32. And a timeout by Joe Mazzulla. Miles McBride's got 8 points with 9:08 left to go before half. Drew Holiday just gets absolutely burned right there. There's going to be some big shakeups in the offseason with guys like Porzingis and Holiday. 40-32 right now as we head to the timeout, an 8-2 start by the Knicks. Alright, if you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified for future live streams. Celtics just got punched in the mouth to begin the second quarter, and still, you got to respond about how to get back up right now, overcome adversity and get back up. That's a tough shot by Miles McBride. Tough shot by Miles McBride. 14 by Derek White. After that, Celtics number 2 scores Jaylen Brown with 5 points. 4 points by Cornette. 3 each by Pritchard and Hauser. And then Horford's got 2. Porzingis a minus 14. 1 point by Porzingis. 0 by Drew Holiday, a minus 4. Yeah, you can't sustain the 3-point shot making the entire game. Celtics are 7 for 18 from 3. Celtics are 5 for 10 from 2. You gotta have much more balance than that. It's gotta be flip-flop. It has to be flip-flop with that. The Knicks shot the ball. I think I saw a stat during the last game. The Knicks shot the ball like 87% from 2 in the second half. I have not yet, Jeffrey. I saw they were gonna take on the Raiders opening week of the season though. Yeah, so I saw they have that it's like a disabled player exemption for Tatum's injury that they have next year. Siegel, welcome in. Inside betting. Only guy that needs to be looked at for that is Draymond Green with his comments about the spread. No, we're clearly seeing the decline of a lot of these guys. Drew Holiday is turning 35 next month. Al Horford's going to be 39. Porzingis just, man, he looks awful. Just a complete shell of himself for Porzingis. And he really just didn't play any sort of factor last year in the championship run for the Celtics, besides a couple of games against Dallas, but it wasn't like he was out there playing like 30 minutes a game. He's barely had any meaningful playoff experience in his life for Porzingis. Being all these years playing in the NBA, like he doesn't have like any meaningful playoff experience for him, because last year he got injured early on in that Heat series. He didn't return until the finals against Dallas, and they had him on a minutes restriction early on, and he's just getting bounced all around, having a tough, really just a rough game tonight for KP. 40-32 right now as we come back to action. Down low, Holiday floats to the shot, bumped into and fouled by Cameron Payne. 2 free throws coming up by Drew Holiday. Yeah, no, Luka doesn't play defense, so that doesn't help out when you have a one-way player. It's going to be very, very difficult for Luka to win championships nowadays, because he gets blown by like 35, 40 times in a game or so. by how bad defensively of a player he is. One-way players don't win championships. Just ask the Portland Trail Blazers about that from a couple years back. Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, that's what the current Cleveland Cavaliers team looks like. Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, they're just too small in the backcourts for that team to contend. 40-33, Knicks with a possession. Runner inside the key, got the bounce for two by Josh Hart. 9-point lead, largest lead of the game for the Knicks in a 10-3 run. White dribbles up inside. White downhill to the rim, goes up, got fouled. 2 free throws coming up here by Derek White. It's on Cameron Payne once again. Derek White's keeping the Celtics team in this game. Derek White's going to average 25 points per game next year for him. Like, this is a guy that comes out, absolutely works so hard, and he is showing everybody why he was selected as a replacement to the Olympics team last year. Absolute workhorse. First free throw is good by Derek White. Derek White is saving the Celtics team right now. Second shot by White's good. Really good game right now out of Derek White. They pull win in 7. 16 points in the first half by White. Top of the key with Hart. Hart slides it off to the left wing. Off to Bridges, who has it back on top, defended by Horford. Bridges dribbles, drives down the lane inside, missed off the glass, no good. White with a defensive rebound. Up the floor off to Holiday, cross the court off to Pritchard. Pritchard at the right corner, slides it over to Horford around the wing. Over to Pritchard here at the right wing. Pritchard, 14 in the timer. Pritchard has it back from Horford. 10 on the shot clock. Pritchard dribbles on Robinson. Back out to the wing. One-on-one entry pass down low. Deflected by McBride. Horford pinned it out of bounds off of McBride. It's going to stay Celtics ball. 3.3 in the shot clock. 7:53 in the game clock. Celtics looking for the inbound. It goes over to Horford. Horford 2 in the shot clock. Jumper 18-footer. Came off the rim short and a flat shot as Hart collects the defensive rebound. Knicks with possession. Hart searches out of the pack. Hart floats him a wild shot. No good off the glass. Jaylen Brown with a defensive rebound. Brown up the floor. Brown attacks. Gets inside the paint and he scores. Up and through with a right hand finger roll by Jaylen Brown. What can Brown do for you? That's the Jaylen Brown we know that can make shots like that. Missed 3 from the corner by McBride. Here goes Holiday. Holiday outside the Pritchard push pass. Quarter 3. Big Al. Horford's got it. It's a 2-point game of 42-40. Signs of life right now for the Celtics. Al Horford drills a 3. McBride off to Hart. It is over the back. Half-court violation. Charging the Knicks. Turnover by New York. Celtics right now showing signs of life in this game. We're down to 7:07 left to go before halftime. Mikal Bridges double teamed, and he had 1 foot behind midcourt. The other foot was out in front as he went behind it once again for a backcourt violation. Brunson, during the next timeout, will check back in, about to walk to the scorer's table. Inbound goes to White. White at the edge of the midcourt logo. Derek White saving this team tonight right now with a big first half with 16. White at the top of the key. White. So we get a foul here. Charge to New York. And the clock will stop with 6:54. Cameron Payne's going to check out of the game. Jalen Brunson will come in. So the Knicks pick up the reach-in foul to stop that momentum. And also, that's their 5th. This is going to send Derek White to the free throw line right now. Or no, this will send Drew Holiday. So check that. This will be Drew Holiday at the free throw line. So it was away from the play that there was a foul. White was the main ball handler, but the foul away from the play charged to Cameron Payne. And Drew Holiday, 2 free throws out of it. First one he missed. No good. So first one off the mark. No good by Drew. He's going to have a second free throw here. Bridges will check out. Maybe this will help out the cause for the Celtics. They've had some tough times trying to score on Bridges tonight. Second free throw is good. 42-41. 1-point game all of a sudden. as we're under 7 minutes left to go before halftime. Brunson on the floor with Hart, Robinson, Anunoby, and McBride. Celtics 5 in the court with Jaylen Brown, Al Horford, Derek White, Drew Holiday, Peyton Pritchard. Brunson inside the key, scoop score, up and in with a left-hand layup. 44-41 right now. Celtics trailing by 3. Brown crossing midcourt. Brown at the top. Brown jacks up the 3 over Anunoby, and he drills it. Jaylen Brown from the perimeter sinks down the 3 ball. 44-44. It's a tie game here, folks. Brunson backs his way at the wing, defended by Pritchard. Brunson at the elbow, double team as Horford comes along. Brunson inside the key. Brunson outside to the left wing. McBride back to the corner off the Brunson. Takes on Pritchard. 5 in the shot clock. Brunson corner 3 over Pritchard. Missed off the mark. No good. Jaylen Brunson little hobbled after that shot as it will go out of bounds. Jaylen Brunson a little bit hobbled there in the corner. Peyton Pritchard. Yeah, Brunson might have rolled the same ankle that he rolled during the last game. Celtics going to see if they can target that right now. White lobs it off to Brown at the wing. Jaylen Brown now hunts down Brunson. Jaylen Brown guarded by Brunson. Jumper, 18-footer. Jaylen Brown, and he sticks it. It is good for 2 for JB. Celtics with a lead. 46-44. Hart at the top of the key. He's guarded by Holiday. Bounce pass into the hands to McBride. McBride towards his left. Slides it off to Anunoby. Anunoby spin cycle. Anunoby guarded by White. Into the hands to Miles McBride right now. Celtics by 2. 4 to shot clock. Kick out corner. Brunson corner 3 over Brown. Swashes it. It's a big shot by the clutch player to here to go up by 1. 47-46. Holiday dribbles, drives, attacks, dish outside. Horford touch pass off to Brown. Brown dribbles up inside the key. Brown turnaround jump over Hart. Tough one. Off the mark, no good. Robinson with a defensive rebound. Knicks with possession right now. So we're down to 5 minutes left to go before halftime. Hart surges onto the pack. Hart at the low block, dribbles back out to the left wing. He takes on Horford, hand off Brunson. Brunson, jumper, baseline, gets around Pritchard, bricked it poorly. Off the back rim, offensive rebound, though, by Robinson. Anunoby with a 3, missed it off the mark. Jaylen Brown with a defensive rebound. They've got numbers. Mitchell Robinson onto the plays, back on the other side of the floor, stuck in the hardwood. Bullet pass down low. Drew Holiday finds Al Horford, who shuts the door with a 2-handed flush. Celtics with a 1-point lead. 48-47 right now. What a game. Without Jason Tatum, the whole TD guarded rocking. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Brunson weaves his way around the defense, soars in for the right-hand layup. 49-48. Celtics looking to win it to force a Game 6 tonight and do it for JT. Jaylen Brown start a takeover right here. Brown at the edge of the midcourt logo. Brown dribbles up, flings it off to Pritchard. Pritchard up fake. Pritchard steps into an open 3. Kaboom! Peyton Pritchard knocks down the 3 ball. Celtics by 2. Peyton Pritchard, big time shot for the perimeters. We go back and forth, back and forth. What a game. Brunson crosses midcourt. He's defended by Pritchard 101. Brunson at the edge of the midcourt logo, still guarded by Pritchard here. Brunson towards his right, gets around the Mitchell Robinson screen into the hands to Robinson. Back outside of Pritchard. Pritchard towards his left around the perimeter, dribbles up to the elbow. Bounce pass left corner. Josh Hart and the 3 connects on it. Drew Holiday late there to contest that 3 as the Knicks take the lead back 52-51. Jaylen Brown lost it. Horford, right place, right time, picks it up and got it stripped out of bounds. Turnover as it sails off of Horford. Rough turnover there by the Celtics. It'll go back to the Knicks. 3:23 remaining. What's good, Shannon? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. If you're new on the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. What a game right now. We got 240 plus watching. You guys, the real MVPs for being out here on the stream. New York with possession. Brunson, left baseline dribble, guarded by Pritchard. Bounce pass outside off to Hart. Hart launches the 3 and he buries it. 55-51 New York. Celtics needing a response right now. Back and forth we go. Pritchard on the floor with Brown, White, Holiday, and Horford. Brown at the top of the key. 3 minutes remaining before halftime. Jaylen Brown going to have to be the man of the future here if you want to stay with the team. Off to Derek White. Oh, yeah, he drills the triple. Derek White on point tonight, putting his team winning 1. Derek White made for the moment tonight. 19 points, 5th made 3 in the opening half. 1-point game. Knicks with possession crossing midcourt. Jalen Brunson at the edge of the midcourt logo. He dribbles up, drives on Brown, weaves his way inside. His pass back out to the perimeter off to McBride. Anunoby attacks the paint. Huge collision. And Anunoby collides right into Holiday, who picks up his third foul. Damn. This is being under review right now. Third personal foul charged to Drew Holiday at the moment. Celtics. It's going to be the Knicks, actually. The Knicks burn the timeout right now. 55-54 with 2:16 left. OG Anunoby crashing right into the paint. Off the drive, crashing right into Holiday. Officials ruled it shooting foul, charged to Drew Holiday. Holiday was signaling challenge to Joe Mazzulla. So we await here after the timeout to see what the call will be, if this will stand or if this is going to be reversed. But as we have it, it is right now shooting foul, charged to Drew Holiday, which is huge because that, and not a good foul for him because that will be his third personal foul. Way too early to pick up 3 fouls in this game for Drew Holiday. Karl-Anthony Towns, 3 personal fouls for him tonight. 3 personal fouls for Cameron Payne. Everybody else with 1 or 0 for the Knicks. Foul trouble right now for the Celtics. 3 by Holiday, 2 by Horford, 2 by Cornette. Everybody else with 1 or 0. Derek White is saving the Celtics. Already surpassed his player prop in points and threes tonight in this game. 19 points, 5 made threes for Derek White in 18 minutes. This looks like he could have a 40-point game tonight if he keeps it up. 12 points by Jaylen Brown, 7 by Horford, 6 by Pritchard. That's some good output so far, getting 7 points by Al Horford. So they've got what they need to get out of Al Horford so far. They can, of course, get more. But this other guys, I'm looking right at Holiday. I'm looking right at Porzingis. Definitely at Porzingis. Those 2 guys gotta start to step up. Porzingis, 1 point, 10 minutes, 2 turnovers, minus 14 on the floor. Holiday, 2 points, 13 minutes. He's been a +3. Derek White, +4. Jaylen Brown, +5. Porzingis, whenever he's been in, that's where the Knicks have been able to go off and start to get on a run. Minus 14 when Porzingis has been out there, completely lost tonight. Interesting with the Knicks is that Josh Hart's a -7. Despite leading the team with 12 points, he's a -7. 11 points by Jalen Brunson. Wow, what a first half right now. I'm hoping we get a Game 6 on Friday. Really hoping, really praying that we get a Game 6 on Friday. This team right now is playing their hearts out. They just got to get some sort of contributions out of Porzingis, out of Holiday. $55-54 right now with 2:15 left to go before halftime. And there will be free throws out of this. So we get back to action. It has been confirmed. Shooting foul charged to Drew Holiday. That's his 3rd personal foul. 2 shots here at the line for Anunoby. First one's good. 2-point lead for the Knicks, 56-54. He'll have 1 more free throw. 4 points tonight, shooting just 1 for 7 in this game for OG. Second free throw is good. Knicks by 3, Celtics with possession. Derek White on the floor with Holiday, Horford, Brown, and Pritchard. White at the edge of the midcourt logo. Slides it off to Holiday at the right wing. Holiday TD guarded logo off to his left. Jaylen Brown launches a 3 downtown. Jaylen Brown knocks it down for the 3 ball. 57 even. Jaylen Brown started to come alive. He's got 10 this quarter, 15 in the game for JB. Right now, JB is midway to 30. Minute 45 left to go before halftime. Brunson Dribbles up to the right elbow. Brunson guarded by Pritchard at the wing. Now to the right elbow once again. Brunson backs his way. Mid-block. Double team. Pivot. Brunson. Runner. Got it. Fouled. And one. Covered up by Jalen Brunson. Nothing you could do there. If you're Pritchard and Horford, he's just that good of a player. Slowing down the game to his speed. And floating up a wild shot with a left hand in a tight window and scoring. Wow. He is just too good for Jalen Brunson. One free throw here at the line for Brunson. And he missed it off the back rim. Porzingis packing the game with a defensive rebound. Porzingis got to show something here. Got to see a positive plus in the final minute and a half before halftime for Porzingis. Celtics have made 5 straight threes in a row. Brown lost the handle, got it back, defended by Robinson around the perimeter. Jaylen Brown crossover. Jalen 8 on the timer. Brown top of the key, 5 of the shot clock now. Brown dribbles up to the elbow, rises for the jumper, deep 2, connects on it. What can Brown do for you? He's got 17 right now. It's a tie game. 59-59, final minute left to go before halftime. Brunson guarded by Brown at the right wing perimeter. Bounce pass into the hands to Anunoby. OG jab step takes on Derek White. Step back jumper to elbow. Came off the rim. Short rebound ripped away in the offensive glass by Robinson. Jumper Anunoby missed it short. Horford with a defensive rebound. Celtics with possession. 45 seconds left to go before halftime. Brown spin cycle. Dish outside. White push pass. Open three. Payton Pritchard no good. Tipped off the mark by Brown and an open tip in. Couldn't cover on a Brunson skip pass over the top of the fingertips by Anunoby. Sails into the front row of the seats. It's a turnover. Celtics with it back. 33 seconds left to go before halftime. What a game right now. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Celtics, 9-second differential shot clock and game clock to go into halftime. White, been the man of the match so far in this game, crosses midcourt. Derek White defended by Mikal Bridges 1-on-1 at the edge of the midcourt logo, 8 on the timer. White towards his left. White double teamed around the perimeter, guarded by Brunson, leading 3 by White off the back rim, no good. Anunoby with a defensive rebound up the floor to Brunson. Brunson, final seconds left to go before halftime, gets double teamed. Brunson, 3 seconds. Brunson dribbles up, drives downhill over Porzingis, no good off the mark. And Porzingis alters the miss by Brunson at the rim. Finally, he does something, and hopefully we'll see that as a building block for half 2 by KP as the game stays tied going into halftime. 59-59 through one half in action. Celtics playing their hearts out tonight here in a dogfight against the Knicks. In a game that's been so good tonight that we might need overtime to determine who wins this one. Wow, what a game. One half in the books. The Celtics are red hot from the perimeter. They're going to have to get to the paint. Make that adjustment in half number 2 because I don't think they're going to be able to sustain the three-point shot making in half number 2 here. They're going to have to find their way to the rim. 25 attempted threes. 17 attempted twos. Celtics are 12 for 25 from the perimeter. Celtics are 9 for 17 from 2. 50% from the floor for the Celtics. The Celtics are 48% from 3, which has helped out the cause. They're going to have to attack, and put these guys into foul trouble tonight because Karl-Anthony Towns was out for a significant portion of minutes there in the first half, and he's only played 11 minutes out of the 24, yet this game is tied. They're going to have to put Cat right back into foul trouble, get a fort quickly on him, and then other players are going to have to pick up quick fouls as well. And that's been an issue for the Celtics, trying to draw fouls on other players besides Cat and Payne because everybody else has 0. That's starters. No fouls committed each by Brunson, Hart, Mikal Bridges, and Anunoby, whereas Jrue Holiday has 3 personal fouls, Al Horford has 3 personal fouls, and then Luke Cornett has 2 personal fouls currently. What a game. 59-59 If the Celtics can provide balance, if they can play downhill, get to the rim, and provide balance with open looks at threes, they make those, but also attack, get to the rim more, and start to alter shots. Their defense is what's going to win them this game in the second half. If they can balance it offensively, their defense is going to have to win them the game. And that last possession there won them in a tie in the first half. Porzingis altered the miss by Brunson at the rim. That's a huge step in the right direction for Porzingis. For a guy that's been a massive minus in the first half, that's looked completely lost, a minus 12 for Porzingis, that last defensive possession there is a huge building block to feed off that momentum into half number 2 and to force a game 6 on Friday. I am praying there's a game 6. And so is the majority of the chat right here as well. If you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Derek White is saving the Celtics. 19 points, 6 for 10 from the floor, 5 made threes. He has been awesome tonight. Jaylen Brown, 17 points, midway to 34. He better show up for the second half. He's had some issues where he's gone away in half number 2. He better show up in half number 2 tonight, because this is his audition to be the lead player for next year, the number 1 option next season for the Celtics. Right now, he's got 17. He's midway to 34. Midway to 34 for Jaylen Brown. I need Jaylen Brown to keep on sustaining that in half number 2. He's 7 for 11. Perfect. 3 for 3 from 3. That is huge. He's perfect from 3. He's an excellent three-point shooter in home games. Not so much on the road this season, but he's been awesome in home games this year for him. He's shooting 10% better from 3 at home than he's been on the road this year. 6 assists for Jaylen Brown and just 1 turnover. That's a huge development there. 6 assists to 1 turnover. For a guy that had been struggling with turnovers coming into this game tonight, he had 33 turnovers, he had 30 turnovers to 27 assists in this entire playoffs coming into tonight's matchup. Much, much better decision-making on Jaylen Brown. White with 19, Brown with 17. 2 guys is not going to win the game. Pritchard's got 6. He's going to have to step up, just 2 for 8 shooting. He's going to have to catch fire like he did on Saturday in half 2. 7 points by Horford. They're getting as much as possible out of Horford offensively in that first half. That's a good sign for Horford. Celtics going to win if they get positive contributions out of Drew Holiday, Kristaps Porzingis in the second half. And if those guys can produce, lock down defensively, and score buckets, they're going to win this game. They are going to win this game tonight if Porzingis and Holiday start to move the needle forward and start to do their job. They will win tonight, and they will force that game 6 on Friday. What's good, Natural Nate? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in, bud. Yeah, looks like Celtics are doing it for Tatum tonight, playing with Celtics pride and passion. What a game so far. Gonna get my tortoise here in just a moment, Mr. Tops. Let's see what we got. We got 200 people on the stream. Let's go. 200 plus right now watching. You do not want to miss my tortoise, Mr. Tops. Coming up in a couple moments from now, Mr. Tops in the building. He will be part of the stream, so stay tuned. I'll be back in just a moment. Just going to get my tortoise, Mr. Tops, and stay tuned for Mr. Tops coming up in a matter of moments. Alright, without any further ado, we got my tortoise out here, Mr. Tops. You know what a tie game is, right, buddy? Yeah, because right now the score is tied, buddy. 59-59. Why don't you speak into that microphone right there? There you go. Any words for your fans? There you go, buddy. Alright, so this is my pet tortoise, Mr. Tops. He's been quite sad the last couple of days for him because Jason Tatum got injured, and he finally just realized that he is done for the season for Tatum. So it took him a little bit of time to process that. So he's been struggling. And it's been tough for him, just like all of us for Celtics Nation. But don't worry, buddy. Thoughts and prayers right with him, and he's gonna hopefully be back and have a strong comeback when he does step foot on the floor. But for you, buddy, how about you smile to the camera there? Yeah, he is. He's got his claws moving, active, and you want the Celtics to keep on being active in half number 2, don't you, buddy? This is a strong tortoise tonight. Yeah, he wants the Celtics to hang in there, be strong tonight, and to make sure that they play on Friday night and force a Game 6, don't you, buddy? Oh yeah. Waving right to the camera. Oh yeah. He wants Porzingis to stretch out that wingspan. Look how this tortoise right now is stretching out. He's stretching out because he wants Porzingis to stretch out like his wingspan. Oh yeah. You need Porzingis to have a big second half, don't you, buddy? Oh yeah. So that is my tortoise, Mr. Tops, and he's a very strong tortoise today. So my tortoise's prediction: Porzingis, better second half. Celtics forcing a Game 6 on Friday, coming right from Mr. Tops. And I'm going to put back Mr. Tops, and then we'll be back in just a moment. All right, so we're back in right now at halftime. So Mr. Tops is almost 10 years old. So June 30th is his birthday. So June 30th, 2015. So June 30th, 2015 is his birthday. And he got shipped in a package from the Arizona Tortoise Company all the way across the U.S. to where I'm from in Massachusetts. So Mr. Tops is 10 years old, born on June 30th, 2013. Hey, thanks so much for the dono, Siegel. Really appreciate it there for Tops' lettuce fund from my man Siegel. Yeah, we get the romaine lettuce from a grocery chain in my state called BJ's. So that's where we get the romaine lettuce. It's either BJ's, Hannaford's, or Shaw's that we go grocery shopping, that we get the romaine lettuce from. Yeah, that's a strong tortoise today. He wants the Celtics to stay strong tonight. And I actually had to put him back. So every single time I have Mr. Tops on, I have to make sure there's like a cover over my laptop in case he has to accidentally go to the bathroom and have an accident. So I saw, like what I was showing you guys, Mr. Tops, his tail was getting big. So whenever his tail gets big, that means that he has to go on a bathroom break. And looks like he's utilizing halftime as his time to go to the bathroom. So it looks like he's going to go to the bathroom very soon for him. Yeah, so Topps, he flew in a FedEx package all the way across the country. So that's his adventure. Yeah, we actually take him on trips. So whenever I go on vacation, if sometimes I've streamed here and there, I brought my streaming equipment when I go on vacation. He goes on vacation with us quite a bit and stays in the hotel. He has we have like a little enclosure for him that he walks around. We put him underneath the hotel light, which is nice because he needs his UV. And one of the things that we do is, since it's nice out right now, we get him UV light. So since it's nice outside, he has his own like outdoor enclosure that he goes into, and we have to make sure it's covered up because like birds will try to get in it and like take them, and sometimes there's like hawks that circle around the house, so we have to like make sure that the enclosure is completely closed and netted off from any like birds that can like steal him or so. But he gets his UV light. And right now, getting a lot of UV light, which is good since we're in the month of May. It's getting much nicer. Nope, he didn't come from the sewer riding on a skateboard. Yeah, some of those poor tortoises. I've seen one that had like a tech deck skateboard on that he was riding, and one of the poor tortoises that I saw on the internet had like a fractured leg or so, and they had a I think like put like an elastic to it on a tech deck skateboard. Yeah, I agree, Johnny. Drew Holiday and Porzingis are not looking good. This could be the last for those two guys tonight. I think for the future for the Celtics team, Derek White's a keeper. Peyton Pritchard, I would like to keep Pritchard too, but in terms of guys that you can move from, I really don't want to break up the Jays. I'm hearing people say break up the Jays, but that's terrible to do to Tatum when Tatum's hurt. Like once he comes back, like take it away Jaylen Brown, take it away your best friend. Like that's awful. That's really bad. That hurts morale. That really hurts like morale with your superstar player. You want to keep your superstar player happy once he comes back from fully recovering. So Al Horford's probably going to retire, but the two guys that I'm looking at right here that are probably going to be moved on from in the offseason have to be Porzingis and Holiday. Holiday looks like he's lost a step. He's turning 35 next month, and Porzingis just looks like he's completely lost. The poor guy, because he loves Boston. He changes everything when he's fully healthy, but his reliability is not good. Like, he's on the floor, he's off the floor, he's missing games. Like, you never know. Like, even like 5 minutes before tip-off when he's fully available, and then all of a sudden we're like late scratch Porzingis. What's wrong with him today? An illness? Oh, what did he eat for dinner? Was it like a bad taco or something that he had? What's going on here with Porzingis? He's been a late scratch a couple of times. The poor guy. I don't know what he does with his like whole like regime or so with like nutrition. Like, there must be like a nutrition team that goes over with these guys what they can eat, what they should recommend to stay away from. Or so the Lakers just hired a conditioning coach today. So that's a shot taken right at Luka Doncic there. So the Lakers this morning put in a job posting on the internet for a conditioning coach for their team, starting at the salary of $200,000 at the starting salary, $200,000 upwards for a conditioning coach for their team. So that's a straight shot right at Luka Doncic. Whereas if they must have like a team nutritionist here, there must be options. Like, I'm hoping that they're going over options and stuff like that, like turmeric, like ginger turmeric tea for Porzingis, like stuff that can help him in his recovery and stuff, like tea that has zinc in it, acai blueberry, like things that can help him speed up the recovery instead of like if they're not doing that or so, like a Zion Williamson type diet. As we got things getting really chippy right now to begin this third quarter. Josh Hart and Luke Cornett going right after it right now. Referees come in and separate both of these teams. First time in the series that we see both of these teams start to really get chippy with one another. Josh Hart shoving it along Jaylen Brown. Hart with a shove right back to Brown. Kornet didn't take exception to that as he went right over to Hart. And this is going to have to be looked at right now. Josh Hart's not happy with Jaylen Brown. And then Hart with a heavy shove right back at Brown after the play was well over. So this is how we start off the third quarter right now. I'm hoping this is a Celtics night and they're to respond. They're the ones that respond out of this dogfight. Because a couple years ago, that was an issue. It was Grant Williams who poked the bear. And then that cast a spell on the rest of the series. And then he eventually got traded. Wow, double tech charged to Josh Hart and Jaylen Brown. You got to be serious. Bro. Where's the tech on Jaylen Brown? Bro. Jaylen Brown is talking to the official right now. Like me, I get called in a tech. Jaylen Brown's talking to the official. Double tech charged to Hart and Brown as we get back to action. Brunson. Outside off the Hart, open three, straight away, buries it. A lot of space for the perimeter right there. 62-59 as Luke Kornet was late to close out. Top of the key with Kornet. Kornet towards his left, hand off Derek White. Derek White guarded by Cat around the perimeter. As we begin the third quarter, White on the floor with Holiday, Brown, Kornet, Horford. Holiday inside the key, Drew, Holiday, got it to go for two, plus the foul. We got one guy that's stepping up right here. Drew Holiday starting to step up and realize how big this second half is to save this season. A missing piece. About to see if he can be the missing piece to help this team force a game 6. Missed free throw by Holiday. Tip from Horford. Back over to Holiday for the offensive rebound. Brown dribbles up, drives downhill. Brown to the rim. No good. Tip in. It is good by Luke Kornet for 2. Celtics on top by 1. Luke Kornet hasn't played much tonight, but whenever he's been out there, he's been a positive plus on the floor. He's done this entire season. Brunson at the right elbow, lost the handle, far side of the floor. Jaylen Brown with a hustle play, comes up with a dive right into the front row of the seats of the Celtics stands. It collects the steal. Horford at the wing off the Brown. Brown with an all-time hustle play, goes up, gets fouled. That is on Karl Anthony Towns, or no, that's on Brunson, according to the refs. So Brunson got him from the side. If that was on Cat, that would have been his fourth. Cat was right in front. Jaylen Brown, the all-out, all-time Jimmy Butler hustle play from the bubble, replicates that right there right now. And Jaylen Brown's going to get 2 free throws out of this. This is why you do not trade Jaylen Brown. He is responding right now to all that talk. First free throw is good. 64-62. Trading Jaylen Brown is cutting this franchise in half. That's what it would do. And it would be a lot of tension once Tatum comes back, when they would remove his best friends. And what will be the best player on the team next season. Filling in as the number 1 option. 19 points right now by Jaylen Brown if he keeps it up. Instead, Porzingis, he's on the hot seat right now with just 1 total point. Holiday up to now 4 points in the game. Bridges at the left baseline. Outside Hart. Hart with a 3. Connects on it. 65-65 for even. What a dogfight right here. Derek White, quick 3. And he buries it. Derek White from downtown. Derek White's going to average 25 points per game next season. Huge collision as Josh Hart gets taken out by Horford. Horford tried to come up with a block. Horford caught in the shooting foul. 2 free throws coming up here by Josh Hart. Horford's going to be careful. Wow, that's his 4th. Damn, that's his 4th for Horford. Al Horford just picked up his 4th personal foul. Tough time right now. We still got 10 minutes left to go in this 3rd quarter. First one's good by Hart. Damn. Peyton Pritchard checks in. It's been a ton of success this season with our double big lineup. Damn. Josh Hart, 19 points right now. So Peyton Pritchard comes in. They're going to go a lot smaller as Horford had to check out with those 4 fouls. Second free throw is good. So Horford's going to be on the bench for quite a while with those 4 personal fouls. 68-67. Celtics by 1 with a possession. White on the floor with Cornette, Brown, Pritchard, and Holiday. Derek White at the right wing perimeter. He's defended by Anunoby. White drives on OG, spin cycle inside the key, floats up the runner, got fouled. 2 free throws here coming up at the free throw line. $9:42 left to go in the 3rd. Yeah, Baylor Shireman hasn't played besides, like, the last minute of the game that they won in Game 3. Neemias Queta hasn't played in this series besides the game that they blew him out in Game 3. First free throw is good by Derek White. If you're new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Derek White, 1 more free throw. This man has been incredible tonight. Second free throw is bricked off the back rim, and Towns with the defensive rebounds. Towns with 3 personal fouls. Brunson crosses midcourt. Brunson at the left wing. Dribbles up, drives, low block, circles around. He's guarded by Cornette. Brunson at the TD guarded logo. Towards his left around the perimeter. Slides it off to Hart. Hart towards his left off the dribble. Left baseline dribble guarded by Holiday. Jumper, mid-range, off the mark. Short rebound secured here for Holiday. Up the floor for the Celtics now with a possession. Holiday shaking big, lost the handle, guarded by Bridges. Loose ball, Holiday collects it off to White. White continues the possession off the glass, no good. A rebound ripped away by Towns, and the refs call an offensive foul charge to Derek White as he elbows Jalen Brunson off the drive. Not sure about that one right there. This will go back to the Knicks. Oh, that looks like a sell job. Joe Mazzulla right now, he is heated. Joe Mazzulla is heated about that foul call on Derek White. He is absolutely heated at the officials. We're going to take the timeout right now on the floor. 9:07 left to go in the 3rd. Derek White called an offensive foul. Joe Mazzulla just saw that up on the screen. Yeah, that's a complete sell job there by Jalen Brunson. As we're going to head over to a timeout here on the floor, taken by Boston. Damn. Looks like the refs have gotten paid for this one. So this is being looked at right now at the monitor currently. If this stands, this will be the 2nd personal foul of the game charged to Derek White. So this is under review right now, being looked at the monitor currently. Yeah, it looked like a complete sell job right there. Joe Mazzulla, once he saw it up on the screen, he was absolutely heated at the officials about that offensive foul call charged to White. Mario, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Celtics going to generate more scoring out of other players. Derek White saving this team tonight. 23 points, 19 by Jaylen Brown. After that, 7 by Horford. Horford should not be the number 3 scorer at this point in the game. Peyton Pritchard with just 6. Luke Cornett's got 6. Drew Holiday with only 4. Porzingis with 1. That's going to change here in half 2 if they're going to keep this series alive. Porzingis got to get something. So Joe Mazzulla is challenging this call on the floor right now. Initial call, offensive foul, charge to Derek White. Going in for a layup over Jalen Brunson. Yeah, that would be crazy, man. That would be absolutely insane. Right now, they're locked in. They're focused on the second, focused on the minute. They're focused clearly on this game. Trying to win this one for Tatum. If they can pull this out, like squeak it out, there you go. I mean, for a team that's had some issues closing out these games, and they win this one tonight by a close margin, there's the realization, hey, we don't have our superstar player. We could beat these guys, and we just beat them in a close game. There's the realization there. This call has been overturned. So it has been overturned to a shooting foul charged to Jalen Brunson. Derek White has the personal foul rescinded, so he is back to 1 personal foul. And Derek White will get free throws out of this. This is a huge call right now on the floor. Derek White, 2 free throws, 22 points. First shot, no good. Left it short. Celtics are crushing themselves tonight at the free throw line. Right now, they're just 7 for 13. That's not good. That's under 57%. Second free throw by White. That is good. 8 for 14 tonight on free throws. 70-67. Just above 9 minutes left to go. Derek White having a gem of a game. He's up to 24 right now. 9 minutes left to go in the third. Jalen Brunson on the floor with Josh Hart, Karl-Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, Brunson, dribble drive, straight line, and stripped out of bounds. It's going to stay Knicks basketball. 5 of the court look like this for the Celtics right now. Brown, White, Pritchard, Cornette, and Holiday. Brunson, inbound, bounce pass. Hart's fouled from behind by Cornette, 2 free throws. Josh Hart's torching the Celtics tonight. Tatum's out for the entire playoffs due to an Achilles injury for him, so it's unfortunate. Yeah, it's really sad. So he's not going to be playing for quite a while. Probably like the next year or so, like the next 12 months, he probably won't play. 2 shots by Hart. First one's no good. We've got missed free throws right now. KP, all he could do is sit on the bench and watch right now as he's had a really difficult game. Gonna need something out of him because he's a -12 while the other guys have been positive pluses for the Celtics tonight. Second free throw is good by Josh Hart. 70-68. Knicks 16 for 19 on free throws. Celtics just 9 for 15. Jaylen Brown at the top of the key. He's defended by Cat 101. Jaylen Brown dribbles, drives, bumped into by Cat, and he got fouled. That is 4 for Karl-Anthony Towns now for personal fouls. And the Celtics, with 8:40 left to go in the third, is in the bonus. That is the 5th foul in the quarter by New York. With a lot of time left to go this quarter, Jaylen Brown will have 2 free throws. Wow. That is a critical foul. That is number 4 on Karl-Anthony Towns. 2 free throws here by Brown. First one is good. They put their main front court guy in foul trouble. Foul trouble looks like this for the Knicks. Cat with 4, Payne with 3, Brunson with 3. Brunson has picked up 3 fouls in this quarter. He had 0 fouls at the start of this quarter. He's got 3 fouls in the first 3 minutes and 20 seconds in this third quarter. Second free throw is good. 72-68. Celtics by 4. Knicks with the basketball. This is how you're going to have to win the game tonight for the Celtics, is put these guys into foul trouble right now. It's starting to ramp up for the Knicks in terms of fouls. Brunson at the top. Brunson guarded by Brown. Slides it off to Hart. Wide open by Hart. Instead, he dribbles up inside the key. Bounce pass. Cat playing with 4 fouls. Blocked out of bounds by Cornette. It's going to stay Knicks ball. Luke Cornette. Man, has he been a positive plus tonight or what? Plus 10 right now on the floor for Cornette. 8:17 left to go in the third. Knicks looking for the inbound. They will. They get it to the corner off the Cat. Cat jumper forced up. No good over. Holiday missed off the mark. White secures the defensive rebound. Celtics with possession. Drew Holiday outside. Derek White fires a 3. And he rips it through. Oh, yeah, baby. That ball's on fire whenever it touches the hands of Derek White. 75-68, Derek White, you the man, you the man, and the timeout taken on the floor by Tibbs for the Knicks. Derek White, big time tonight, baby. An Olympian for a reason. Derek White playing the game of his life right now, big time in the playoffs. 8:06 left to go in the third quarter. Derek White having a generational game for the ages here for the green team. 27 points, 8 for 12 shooting, 7 for 11 from 3-point range. What a game by Derek White. 21 by Jaylen Brown. 7 for 12 from the floor is a perfect. 3 for 3 from the perimeter. 6 assists to just 1 turnover tonight. Those two guys combining for 48 out of the 75. 7 by Horford, 6 by Cornette. Cornette's a plus 10. Alongside 2 blocks, 6 by Pritchard, 4 by Holiday. Porzingis major minus 12 with just 1. Wow. Derek White. What a career. 5'7". Senior year of high school for Derek White. Growth spurt up to 6'3". First year of college, undrafted, went to D3, or went to NAIA Johnson in Wales, Colorado, where he started off his career at a cooking school. Started off his college career at NAIA Johnson in Wales of Colorado, which is an unaffiliated NCAA division member, not an NCAA division member, NAIA, and then transferred to Colorado Springs D2, and then eventually got an offer to play at the University of Colorado. What a career for Derek White, the overlooked, turning into a playoff supreme big-time bucket getter. Wow. And also an Olympian last year. A fill-in Olympian in place of Kawhi on the Olympic team last year. If the Celtics do win this game, their Game 6 will be on Friday night. So Game 6 will be on Friday if the Celtics do come out of this and win this game. I'll be live tomorrow night covering the Nuggets against the Thunder at 8:30 Eastern Time. If the Celtics win this game, the next game Friday night at New York, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then if there is a Game 7, that will be on Monday, 8 p.m. at Boston. If this series goes to a Game 7, Derek White, overlooked throughout his career, played at a non-NCAA school to begin his college career, the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics, NAIA, to begin his college career in his home state out in Colorado at Johnson & Wales of Colorado. I wasn't even aware of that until I researched that last year. I thought there were 2 campuses for Johnson & Wales. The one that I'm familiar with is Johnson & Wales in Providence, Rhode Island, which is like 25 minutes away from where I am. That's a culinary cooking school. Their equestrian center is actually a minute up the road from where I live for Johnson & Wales. Brunson, step back 3, no good, missed it off the rim short. Pritchard with a defensive rebound as we come back to action with another 8 minutes left to go in the third. But they also have a second campus in Charlotte, North Carolina. White with a 3, White Oh, he got fouled. Derek White gonna have 3 free throws coming up here at the line. Josh Hart with a bad shooting foul. Knocking down Derek White from the perimeter. 3 free throws coming up. Big time performance for Derek White. Chance to cross 30. If he buries all 3 right now, it's a major personal foul. Charge to Josh Hart at this stage of the game. First free throw. Good. 76-68. Derek White, a generational performance for the ages here at the TD Garden. Top 5 picks of the night. Number 2, number 3 tonight. Cha-ching on those. Jaylen Brown's creeping up to that over 25.5 right now. Derek White's second free throw is good. 77-68. Derek White. A 30-burger. If he makes this free throw. Right down the middle. It is a 30-piece for Derek White. 78-68 Celtics. TD Garden rocking right now, doing this for Tatum. Trying to force a Game 6 on Friday. Brunson at the right wing. Brunson bounce pass off to Hart. Hart up fake, drives downhill on Cordat at the low block. Hart puts it up, blocked by Cordat, got it back. And that's a big U by New York. Josh Hart cracking under pressure. Bounce pass to nobody around the perimeter. It's a turnover by the Knicks. Luke Cornett. Positive plus tonight. Charging the Energizer Bunny batteries up on the positive side. Here goes Jaylen Brown. Kick out. Corner 3. Payton Pritchard. Oh yeah. Bang, bang, bang. Payton Pritchard from the corner drills the 3. Celtics are 15 for 28 for the perimeter. 7 minutes left to go in the third. Ain't gonna be easy for the Knicks in this series against the defending champs, is it? Hart over to Brunson. This Celtics team all Hart right now. Brunson outside Hart. Top of the key with a 3 off the rim, no good. Towns gonna block from behind by Cordat once again. Luke Cordat, an ultimate block fest right now in this game. Holiday with the basketball. Holiday at the left elbow finds Brown. Brown outside. Pritchard pull up Jay from the parking lot. No good. Missed the 3. Tipped around the cat for the defensive rebound. Knicks with a possession. Down by 13. Largest deficit of the game. Cat at the top of the key here. Under 6.5 left to go in the third. Finds Brunson at the elbow. Slides it over to Towns. Towns guarded by Holiday. 10 in the shot clock. Towns finds Brunson at the left wing. Brunson works on Pritchard. Brunson backs his way. Mid-block on Pritchard. Brunson fall away. Tough shot and he sticks it. 81-70. 6 minutes left to go. Midway through the third. Celtics with the basketball. Jaylen Brown on the floor. Derek White, Payton Pritchard, Luke Cornett, and Drew Holiday. Brown going up, got fouled. It's on Anunoby. Jaylen Brown's going to have 2 free throws right now. The bonus coming up for the Celtics. Knicks in some really deep foul trouble here at half number 2. Karl-Anthony Towns, 4 personal fouls, 3 fouls charged to Brunson, 3 fouls by Payne, 2 now by Anunoby. Jaylen Brown, 2 free throws coming up. First one no good, left it short. Sam Hauser will check in on the floor right now, as Derek White will get a much needed breather right now on the bench. 81-70. Celtics gonna keep this up. I want to see basketball on a Friday night. Keep this alive here, Boston. 81-70. Jaylen Brown, second free throw. No good, left it short. He goes 0 for 2 that trip. Rebound secured by Bridges. Celtics leaving points off at the free throw line tonight. They can have an even better game, but they're breaking free throws. 14 for 22. That's not like themselves tonight. Brunson at the mid-block. Kick out corner. Bridges, corner 3. Off the rim, no good. Cornett with a defensive rebound. Man, Luke Cornett has looked real good right now. They're finding something with Luke Cornett in this rotation. Jaylen Brown, kick out to the wing. Hauser outside Pritchard. Pritchard. 10 on the shot clock. Finds Hauser. Rise and fire on a 3. And he drills it. Sam Hauser hits bottom. 16-3 run for the Celtics. Timeout on the floor taken by the Knicks. 5:10 left to go in the third quarter. Peyton Pritchard sends it out wide over to Sam Hauser. It is great to see him back in the rotation tonight. And the Celtics up by 14. Boston playing best when their backs are against the wall. Let's go. 14-point lead. Generational performance for the ages by Derek White. 30 points, 7 made threes tonight. 21 by Jaylen Brown, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. He might have a triple-double before this game's set and done with. 9 points by Pritchard, 7 by Horford, Hauser with 6. Cornette with 6, Cornette with 4 blocks. Cornette's a plus 17 with 5 rebounds, 2 of those offensive boards. 4 by Holiday, Porzingis with just 1. They're going with a lot more Cornette, less Porzingis. Man. Celtics, gritty, grinding it out, backs against the wall. And right now, they're playing with Celtics pride, Celtics passion. Holy smokes. Derek White, next man up, the Patriot way, doing exactly that in the same sports city. Boston, Massachusetts, USA. Same sports state, not too far down the road with Gillette, the Patriot way, the Celtics way. Following that tonight, 84-70 as we come back to the time after the timeout. Knicks with possession. Celtics led by 14-plus points in each of the games in the series. This one needs to resemble what happened in game number 3 on Saturday. Brunson dribbles inside, blocked by Cornette. Luke Cornette with another block. White, open 3. No good around the rim and out. Rebound secured by Pritchard. New 14. White again. Air ball out of bounds. It's going to go right back to the Knicks. Couple good looks. Couldn't send it down, though. Evan, welcome in. Appreciate it, man, for joining in. 4:40 left to go in the third here. Knicks with a possession. Jalen Brunson at the edge of the midcourt logo. Slides it off to Bridges. Bridges takes on Peyton Pritchard. 10 on the timer. Off to Anunoby. Shovel pass Bridges. Bridges right baseline dribble. Follow away over Cornette. Splashes it. It's a tough shot right there. Give credit to Bridges for making that over Luke Cornette. Holiday up the floor. Drew handoff Hauser. Off the roll down. Finds Holiday. Open layup. He scores. Up and in off the backboard. Good for 2 by Drew. Celtics by 14 once again. 4 minutes left to go here in the third. Anunoby dribbles up to the right wing perimeter. He's defended by Hauser. OG backs his way inside. No good. Missed off the glass. Altered by Cornette. Offensive rebound controlled by Obi. Kick out corner. Bridges. Corner 3. Missed off the rim. No good. Cornette with a defensive rebound. Celtics with the basketball. Yes, I think the fourth quarter gonna determine the game. Celtics gonna keep it up right now. Pritchard comes off the screen as 3. Bricked off the back rim too long. A rebound secured by OG. Knicks with possession, down by 14. OG, dump off, down low. Cat going up, gets fouled. It's on Hauser. Cat couldn't finish with a dunk. This will stop the clock with 3:34 left to go. And 2 free throws coming up at the line by Karl-Anthony Towns for New York. Sam Hauser picks up personal foul number 1. That's his first tonight. Luke Cornette has been absolutely awesome. 5 blocks by Luke Cornette. Celtics leading the block column 8-0. Jaylen Brown will check back in. Jaylen Brown was on the bench during that time. And he will check back in on the floor. 86-73. As Holiday will take a seat on the bench. So Brown substitutes in for Holiday. As it's Brown, Hauser, Cornette, Pritchard, and White. That's the 5 in the court currently for the Celtics. Cat, second free throw. It's good. 86-74. Celtics by 12. Karl-Anthony Towns double figures now up to 10. Been in foul trouble most of this game. Jaylen Brown at the left wing perimeter. Jaylen looking for a 30-piece tonight here. creeping his way towards it as he's up to 21 at the moment. Jalen guarded by Brunson. Brown dribbles up inside the key. Jalen over Brunson, got fouled. 2 free throws covered up here by Jalen Brown. Just incredible development of Luke Kornet. A guy that started off his NBA career almost out of the league. He was known as a stretch big that used to take a bunch of threes but was highly inefficient from the perimeter. Has completely changed his game. He barely attempts threes anymore, and it's been all twos, and it's been offensive rebounds, tap outs to the perimeter, and blocks. 2 shots here by Jalen Brown. The first one's good. 13 up by the Celtics as Robinson checks in. McBride checks in for the Knicks. The only thing holding them back tonight, they've missed multiple free throws. Multiple missed free throws tonight. Jalen Brunson picked up his 4th foul. That was his 4th. Celtics got the Knicks in some really bad foul trouble. Cat and Brunson with 4 personal fouls each. Second shot by Brown. No good off the back rim. Hart with a defensive rebound. They're leaving off points off the board. That's the only thing tonight for the Celtics. They're missing Anunoby, his 3. Went around the rim and out. Celtics gave a foul out in transition quickly here. We're going to have, believe the Knicks are in a bonus with this, right? Yeah, the Knicks are in the bonus. I'm not sure where that came from there. Well away from the play. Oh, they hacked Mitchell Robinson. They hacked Mitchell Robinson. 2 free throws. First one's good. Leave it up to the guy that shot 34% coming into this game to stay perfect at the free throw line tonight. Celtics are 15 for 24 at the free throw line. That's it. 62.5%. Knicks are 87%, 20 for 23 right now. James, welcome back in, bud. Second free throw is good. Mitchell Robinson's burying everything at the free throw line. You got to take a look at that. He's red hot today. Stay away from that right now. Celtics are 10 for 16 this quarter at the free throw line. They should be blowing them out right now. 6 missed points off the board, off the roll down. Kornet couldn't have it cleanly from Brown. Off the glass, no good. And it goes back to the next year. 11-point game. Under 3 minutes left to go in the third. Brunson, low block, float to the shot, missed off the glass. Kornet tips it off to Pritchard for the defensive rebound. Pritchard up the floor now, slides it off to White. White, Euro step, jump off, got fouled. 2 free throws coming up. If that's on Jalen Brunson, that's going to be his 5th. Holy smokes. Hold it here, folks. That's on Jalen Brunson reaching in on Derek White. That's going to be personal foul number 5 tonight for Jalen Brunson with 2:45 left to go in the third quarter. Wow. First free throw is good by White. The clutch player of the year is going to be sitting out for a very, very long time to begin the fourth quarter. He should be taken out right now. I don't know what the hell Tibbs is doing having Brunson in the game. Cat's got 4 fouls as well. What the hell? Okay, so they take him out. They finally decided to take him out as the second free throw was made. 89-76. Celtics by 13. Knicks with possession. It is Miles McBride, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, Mitchell Robinson. That's what they have right now. Their top 2 players are on the bench between Brunson and Cat in deep foul trouble, combining for 9 personal fouls. Huge rejection by Luke Kornet. Luke Kornet with his 6th block of the night. Here goes the Celtics. Jalen Brown spin cycle. Jalen up fake at the elbow. Outside Hauser finds White. White having a generational game for the ages. Off to Kornet at the baseline. Shovels off to Hauser. Pass off the roll down. Luke Kornet soars up and he throws it down with a 2-handed flush. Luke Kornet, baby, showing up in a big way, and a turnover quickly up the floor, disrupted by Kornet's defense. It is turnover by the Knicks down the far side. Luke Kornet playing the game of his life tonight. 2:03 left to go. check that. Was this a foul on Kornet or not? Oh, no, it wasn't. So, yeah, this is Celtics basketball. That's a turnover charge in the Knicks. It looked like they were lining up at the free throw line for a second. Inbound to the Celtics here. Derek White, under 2 minutes left to go, puts the ball into the hands to Kornet. Kornet at the top of the key off to Brown. Brown at the left wing perimeter. Brown, guarded by Mitchell Robinson, 1-on-1. Brown, forward to shot clock. Step back, 3 in the air. Off the back rim, no good. Pritchard, offensive rebound. New 14 in the shot clock. Dribbles out to the perimeter. Celtics out hustling the Knicks as they're more hungry. They want it tonight here, folks. Jaylen Brown at the top. Jaylen dribbles, drives, right down the lane inside. Got blocked by Anunoby out of bounds. And Jaylen Brown needs a moment. Hold your breath here, folks. Get up, young man. Get up, young man. Get up, get up, get up. Get up, get up. Yes, he does. He gets up. Jaylen Brown gets up. That was a big block right there. Scary moment. Scary moment for Jaylen Brown. He's up. Yep, he's up. 1 on the timer right now on the shot clock. They're going to have to get this shot off quickly. Minute 26 left to go. Inbound. Pritchard. He's up to 3. Hit the backboard. Shot clock violation. So down to 1:24 left to go. Inbound for the Knicks. Yeah, that was scary. Jaylen Brown, kind of an awkward landing on his knee, but he's up. Pritchard on the floor with Kornet, Brown, Hauser, and Holiday to close out the end of the third quarter. Bridges at the low block off to Anunoby. Attacks inside the paint. Anunoby got it a drop. It is no... They will not count it. They're going to wave it away. Anunoby pushed off. That's an offensive foul. Charge to OG Anunoby. Turnover by the Knicks. Celtics take the charge. Jaylen Brown. Yep. OG Anunoby going right over the top of Jaylen Brown and got called an offensive foul. Turnover by New York. Celtics with the basketball up by 15. Final minute left to go in the third. Pritchard blocked at the rim by Robinson. Knicks with possession here. Knicks are stuck. Just 17 points in this third quarter. Celtics with 32 in the third quarter. Miles McBride at the right wing perimeter. McBride, top of the key, guarded by Pritchard, 1-on-1. McBride dribbles up to the elbow. Jumper, no good off the back rim. Tipped up in the air to Pritchard for the defensive rebound. Celtics with signs of life here in this game. Holiday at top. Here goes Hauser with a 3 off the back rim, no good. Robinson with a defensive rebound. Deflected out of bounds off of Jaylen Brown. It's going to stay Knicks ball. 26.6 seconds left. What a game. Intensity. That's where it starts off with a Celtics team. Oh man, are they intense. Miles McBride, edge of the midcourt logo here for New York. Closing down at the end of the third quarter, McBride at the top of the key, slides it off to his right to Bridges. Bridges for the timer. Bridges had it poked loose out of bounds. It was off Holiday. It's going to stay Knicks ball. 9.4 seconds left to go in the third. 5-second differential shot clock and game clock to close out the quarter. 9 seconds left to go in the third. 4 in the shot clock right now. Far side, front court, inbound, Anunoby off to McBride. Finds Hart, top of the key. Hart, step back, 3 over Kornet. No good. Hit the bottom left part of the glass. Flung to the perimeter. Bridges, follow away. Contested by Kornet. An air ball. And we close out the end of the third quarter. Luke Kornet. The name to know in the third quarter. An absolute block fest right now. 12 more minutes if the Celtics can close it out and force a Game 6 on Friday. Defense, defense, defense. Luke Kornet playing the game of his life defensively. Holy smokes. You know that random playoff game where that random dude goes off for the Celtics? Tonight is the night. Derek White, a generational Celtics playoff game with 32 points, 7 made threes. And Luke Kornet has himself a 6-block game, plus 18 on the floor. Celtics gotta close this one out. And their defense has been the cornerstone to their identity right now tonight. Man, Luke Cornett is contesting everything. He is contesting everything. 91-76, 15-point lead. You got to seal the deal here, learn from your previous mistakes, and force a game 6. 32 by Derek White, 22 by Jaylen Brown, 9 by Pritchard, 8 by Cornett. Cornett's perfect at 4 for 4 shooting with 8 rebounds, 6 blocks. 7 by Horford, 6 by Holiday. Holy smokes. This energy has to be sustained for the entire fourth quarter. Celtics are hustling. 35-32 in rebounds. Missing their top rebounder with Tatum. Celtics lead points in the paint, which is interesting because they're up 22-18 points in the paint when they're nailing threes throughout most of this game. They're 16 for 36 at 44% from 3. Knicks tonight in some deep foul trouble. This goes to show, if you got New York into deep foul trouble, especially Brunson and Katz, then who's going to be able to step up and score? That's the question. Mikal Bridges, 9 points. He is the guy that the Celtics got to watch out for. He has had some really good fourth quarters for him. They're going to watch out for him. They're going to watch out for Brunson once he enters the game with those 5 personal fouls. Brunson has to be careful. He might be done. He might be done before this game goes final tonight. He's got 5 fouls for Brunson. 4 personal fouls by Cat, 3 by Anunoby, 3 by Cameron Payne. Knicks in some deep foul trouble right now. Celtics, 4 personal fouls by Horford, 3 by Holiday, 3 by Cornett. Everybody else with 2 at 1 or 0. Luke Cornett getting an interview during that timeouts with TNT. It was that good of a third quarter by Luke Cornett, a career high 6 blocks through 3 quarters. Holy smokes. Yup, Derek White, a playoff riser. Some guys just got it in their system. Anthony Edwards, Derek White might be the next to add to that list. It's Hauser off to Holiday. Outside, Hauser rising on a 3. Off the back rim, no good. Robinson with a defensive rebound. We start off the fourth quarter right now. Right to left on the floor for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson, Mitchell Robinson, Mikal Bridges, Miles McBride, Karl-Anthony Towns. Bridges dribbles out free throw circle. Step back jumper contested by White. Off the mark, no good. A rebound tipped over to Horford for the defensive rebound. Pritchard on the floor with Horford, White, Drew Holiday, Sam Hauser to begin the fourth quarter. Jaylen Brown right now on the bench. Horford launches a 3. Big Al Horford drills it. Oh, baby. Celtics by 18. 94-76. The Celtics, if they close it out, really, there's some realization that, hey, we can do this. We just beat them without Tatum. We did it for Tatum. Hey, we can do this if we take it one game at a time. Holiday missed the shot. Horford with a putback. 20-point lead by Boston, 96-76. As the Knicks race up the floor, Brunson gets fouled. 2 free throws coming up with 10:44 remaining in the fourth. It's on Derek White, who picks up the personal foul. Al Horford, 5 straight points in a row. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. I'll be back tomorrow night for Game 6 between the Thunder and Nuggets. I'll also be back live if there is a Game 6 on Friday. If the Celtics win here, Friday night, Game 6, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to take place in New York City at Madison Square Garden. First free throw is missed by Brunson. Celtics shooting the cover off the ball. A good night for Joe Mazzulla right now. 17 for 39, 44% from three-point range. Second free throw by Brunson. That is good. 96-77. Celtics with the basketball. 10:40 left to go in the fourth. Al Horford, a playoff riser right now in the previous 2 possessions and a 5-1 run to begin the quarter. Drew Holiday buries the 3. Oh, yeah, baby. Contribution on a Holiday. 22 up right now for the Celtics. Brunson backs his way on Pritchard. Brunson at the elbow. Brunson, 12 in the timer. Brunson slides it off to McBride. Knicks going in slow-mo. McBride, jumper over White at the baseline. Off the rim, no good. Tipped up to Pritchard for the defensive rebound. Next bucket, a cross. Triple digits. Hauser at the corner. Hauser going to poke loose off Robinson on the bounds. It's going to stay Celtics ball. 10 minutes left to go in this game. Got to be a game 6 if they close it out on Friday night. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. This one is for JT tonight. Inbound goes to Holiday. Holiday at the top of the key. Holiday dribbles up, drives on Cats. Holiday blocked by Cats. Knicks with possession. Miles McBride up the floor for New York. Gives it off to Bridges. Bounce pass Brunson. Brunson backs his way. Lost the handle and tripped up by Horford. It's a foul committed by Horford. This will stop the clock. 9:42 left to go. Horford just picked up his 5th. That's number 5 now for Horford. So Horford's in deep, deep foul trouble. But no worries. Luke Cornett came to play today. Luke Cornett, a plus 18, came to play today, and Horford's going to take a seat on the bench. We're going to take a timeout here, too. 9:42 left to go in the 4th quarter as the timeout gets taken by Joe Mazzulla. Celtics with 3 timeouts remaining. Knicks with 3 timeouts as well. Celtics starting out to a 39-19 run in the second half. Celtics are gaining the Knicks 39-19 in the second half. Celtics are leading the 4th quarter box score 8-1 right now. What a game. We are seeing guys step up and carve out roles right now and step up. Huge. They heard that this is the biggest game of their lives tonight, that we're on the trade block for some of these guys, and they have really, really stepped up. And now it is pretty clear who is on the trade block. Pretty clear. Everybody playing a great game tonight for the Celtics besides Porzingis. Everybody been a plus in this game besides Porzingis. Minus 12 by Porzingis in 12 minutes. 1 point, 2 turnovers. Everybody else a plus. Plus 24 by Derek White. 32 points with 7 made threes. Plus 23 by Jaylen Brown with 22 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists for JB. Plus 22 for Peyton Pritchard with 9 points and 3 made threes off the bench. Plus 18 by Luke Cornett with 8 rebounds, career high 6 blocks tonight by Cornett and 8 points. Plus 21 by Drew Holiday. All of a sudden got himself 9 points. Holiday's got 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Plus 11 by Al Horford with 12 points, 5 rebounds, and a block. Everybody pulling their weight. It's just, yeah, this is looking like it's the end of the road most likely for KP. But if you're the Celtics here, you got building off of these guys right now. We're building for the future. Jaylen Brown, I know that he's 52 million, but you can't break him away from Jason Tatum. Can't break him up from Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown's been excellent tonight. 7 assists, just 1 turtle. 7 assists, only 2 turnovers now for Jaylen Brown tonight. Having himself one heck of a game out there. Derek White's been fantastic. Derek White next year is going to be an all-star for sure for him, for Derek White. He's going to take a huge step up, a 25-point per game score. What a story for him. Started off his collegiate career at NAIA Johnson & Wales in Colorado. Didn't even get a Division I offer for NCAA, and then worked his way up to Division II Colorado Springs. And then eventually landed that D1 offer with the University of Colorado. Celtics are challenging this foul charge to Horford. So Joe Mazzulla right now is challenging this foul. Yeah, poor Stinkus. Yep. Just brutal in this playoffs. Going into today, there was a lot of question marks without Tatum for the rest of the playoffs throughout most likely next season. There was a lot of question marks going into tonight, and these guys have answered the call. Derek White, a sure keeper for the future for this team to build off of. So is guys like Pritchard and Cornette. As we get back to action, 99-77. So it is confirmed the 5th personal foul of the game charged to Horford. Mikal Bridges dribbles up to the elbow, lobs it up over the top. Robinson collects it outside to Bridges. Bridges, 6 on the shot clock. Right baseline dribble, jumper, no good. Tipped around. Cats with a putback, and it's good. That's a tough bucket right there. In through traffic for 2. 99-79. 9:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. Celtics with possession. Drew Holiday into the hands to Derek White. White dribbles inside the key, blocked by Robinson. Cat with the basketball here. Here goes the Knicks up the floor. As Brunson attacks the paint, followed by Holiday. So we get some fouls here recently charged to the Celtics. This will stop the clock with 9:07. And Jalen Brunson's going to have 2 free throws coming up at the line. .907 left to go. Celtics gotta keep on playing their game tonight. Physical, 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 because this Knicks team just won't go away, will they? 2 free throws here by Brunson. First free throw is good. 99-80. We got 300 plus watching. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Appreciate everybody for joining in, being a part here tonight in the channel. Brunson nails the second free throw. It's an 18-point game. Brown's in the bench right now. Same as Porzingis. 5 in the court look like this for the Celtics. Derek White, Drew Holiday, Luke Cornette, Peyton Pritchard, Sam Hauser. Great to see Sam Hauser back on the floor tonight. Top of the key with White. Slides it off to Pritchard. Pritchard guarded by Brunson. 10 in the timer. Pritchard crossover. Step back 3 in the air. He sticks it. Peyton Pritchard takes his team to triple digits. It's 102-81. Pritchard in double digits, 4th made 3 of the game. He's got 12 right now. 102-81. 8:40 left to go in the fourth. Lob to Cat. Cat at the left block. Backs his way into Holiday. Floats up the shot. No good off the mark. Tipped up in the air. Rebound for a second control by Holiday. Brunson got it back over White and got fouled. Some tough calls right now for the Celtics. Jalen Brunson, 2 more free throws coming up here at the line. Derek White just picked up personal foul number 3 tonight. Damn, that's a tough one. 5 personal fouls by Horford, 4 by Holiday, 3 by White, 3 by Cornette. So right now it's just a foul game at this point that the Celtics have to avoid. Some really deep foul trouble for the Knicks at the moment. First free throw is good by Brunson. 5 personal fouls by Brunson. 1 more and he's done. Cat's got 4. Jaylen Brown will check back in. He replaces Hauser. This game, 20-point lead again for the Celtics. Jalen Brunson. 1 more free throw right now at the line. And it's good. 102-83. 8:25 left to go in the fourth quarter. Celtics with possession, left to right in the court. Derek White crosses the mid-court logo. He's defended by McBride. 1-on-1 at the TD Garden logo left wing. Dribbles towards his right around the perimeter. White stole the basketball. White having a generational game. 32 points tonight. Lob down low. Pritchard cuts back door. Slips the layup in. It is good. Cha-ching up and in off the backboard. 104-83. That was a brilliant cut right there by Peyton Pritchard. 8 minutes left to go. Knicks with possession. Top of the key here with Brunson. Brunson dribbles up to the elbow. Brunson slides it across the floor. McBride on a 3. That was blocked by White. Celtics with the basketball. Holiday up the floor, playing with pace, playing with tempo. Holiday slides it off to the wing. Jalen Brunson. Left baseline dribble. Gets past Robinson. Dump ball. Underneath Drew Holiday. And he scores. It is up and it's through. It is good for 2 by Drew. It's a timeout taken to the floor by the Knicks. 7:36 left to go. Drew Holiday, a backdoor cutter. It's going to a Game 6 if they keep this up, folks. Friday night basketball at MSG, 8 p.m. Be here on the stream. 106-83, a 23-point lead. Celtics have dominated half number 2 tonight. And there is a realization now. The Celtics have outscored the Knicks 47-24 in the second half. We're without Tatum. We're up by 23. Hey guys, we can do this. One game at a time. The Clippers, flippers, and they crapped on themselves on a 3-1 series lead in the bubble against the Nuggets. Hey guys, let's take a game at a time. Let's win another one. We're one of the best teams in the NBA on the road this season. We just bounced back. We just won at home. Our first series win of this series at home. Hey guys, let's get this next one on the road where we've been so dominant this season on a Friday night where Jaylen Brown's going to go off and he's averaging 28 points per game on Friday nights this season. Hey, let's get this to a Monday. Game 7. We've been here before. Game 7s. Monday night, Game 7. Let's go. Everybody steps up. Everybody pulls their weights. Here we go. 106-83. There is now realization with this Celtics team that they can do this. They've been here before. They were down 0-3 to the Heat 2 years ago. They forced the Game 7. This time they're down 3-1. They've been up every single game against this team by at least 14 points. And they have found something with Luke Kornet. They have found something that if they get these guys in foul trouble, they're getting into a groove. Because they can only rely upon Towns and Brunson. And outside of those two guys, it's going to be tough to get buckets. Josh Hart got himself 21 points tonight. But around a fifth of those points came on free throws for him. And they left him open from 3. They dared him to take open threes. He's made 4 out of the 10 threes in this game. The Celtics with a great 3-point shooting game. 19 for 41, 46% from the perimeter. Derek White having a performance for the ages. 32 points tonight. A plus 25 on the floor. Jaylen Brown's got 22. 8 rebounds, 8 assists. He may be very, very close or could have a triple-double before this game is over for Jaylen Brown. 12 points by Horford. Getting great contributions out of him. 14 by Pritchard with a massive 3 that he made for his 4th in the game a couple moments ago. Holiday's got 11. And off the bench, Luke Kornet, 6 blocks, playing a game of his life defensively as a defensive anchor for this team tonight. 106-83 as we come back from the timeout. 7:35 left to go in the fourth quarter. These guys have turned into believers. Brunson tripped up and fouled by Brown. And I'll stop the clock with 7:30. They're in the bonus right now. Man, Jalen Brunson does, I have to say this, Jalen Brunson does one heck of a sell job baiting these officials into these calls. He's baiting these officials to make calls for him by stumbling. There's been multiple times that there's been calls against the Celtics that he's tried to sell the calls right to the officials. First free throw is good by Brunson. They're in the bonus. It's 106-84. These guys have been here before. 2 years ago, they were down to 0-3. They won 3 straight games in a row. They've won 3 straight games in a row before. This is not new. Second free throw is good. Holiday on the floor with White, Brown, Kornet, and Pritchard. Brown at the left wing. Dribbles up top of the key. Where's this foul to? If that's on Brunson, that's his 6th. He's done. If that's on Brunson, that's on Bridges, it looks like. Wow, Jalen Brunson very close to picking up his 6th there. That was on... That should be on Anunoby. Still got to sort this out. Oh! Was it on Brunson? That on Brunson? Yeah, that's on Brunson. He's done. That's on Brunson reaching in, defending Brown off the dribble. He's done. That's his 6th. So that has been confirmed. Jalen Brunson just picked up his 6th personal foul. He is done from the game. Now, are they looking at this right now? I think the Knicks are challenging this. Yeah, Knicks will burn a timeout. They're challenging this call on the floor. So they are challenging this personal foul charged at Jalen Brunson. 7:19 left to play in the 4th quarter. As we will head to another timeout right now. 7:19 left to go in the 4th. Knicks are challenging this foul call. Jaylen Brown going to shoot 2 free throws in the bonus if this call stands. And if this call stands, Jalen Brunson's done for the game. Wow, this is a huge call coming up. Really, really huge call coming up on the floor right now. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, or ring the notification bell as well if you guys would like to be notified here for future live streams on the channel. And if this stands, Jalen Brunson, the clutch player of the year, is going to have to be on the bench for the entire rest of the game, which there's a significant part of this game remaining. And, yeah, this foul stands. Jaylen Brown free throws here, is this their 4th of the quarter or their 5th? That's the question right now. That's their 4th, actually, for the Knicks. And the next time around, the Celtics will be in a bonus. So next time around, they'll be in a bonus. 106-85. It's his 6th by Brunson. He's done for the game. Inbound back to Brown. Brown at the top of the key. So Jalen Brunson just fouled out. Brown guarded by McBride. 3 in the shot clock. Jumper. 13-footer. Connects on it. Good for 2. What can Brown do for you? 108-85. 7 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. Bridges at the top of the key. He's guarded by Pritchard. Slides it off to his left to Anunoby. Poked loose. Anunoby picks it up, though. Anunoby, 8 on the shot clock. OG. Kick out corner. Josh Hart. Blocked out of bounds by Luke Cornett. Block number 7 tonight by Luke Cornett. You don't hear that too often in the playoff games. 7 blocks by an individual player. Luke Cornett showed up today to play all-time great defense. 108-85. McBride with a 3 came up short. Put back not in time by Anunoby. It's a shot clock violation. Celtics will have the basketball. 7 blocks by Luke Cornett. Plus 19 on the floor. 10 points with 9 rebounds. Celtics with possession. Derek White. Edge of the midcourt logo, defended by Anunoby. Lob down low. Cornett soared up, goes eyes behind the back of his head, and he throws it down with a 2-handed flush. It's a 10-9-7 game for Luke Cornett with points, rebounds, and blocks. Finding something right now with Cornett. Layup is good by Cat for 2. 110-87. 6 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. Holiday at the right wing perimeter. Puts the ball into the hands to Brown. Jaylen Brown, edge of the midcourt logo right now. Jaylen at the top of the key. Dribbles towards his right. Crossover. Brown takes the 3. Off the mark, no good. A rebound secured by Hart. Celtics playing one heck of a game. Doing it for Tatum tonight. Celtics pride. Celtics intensity. Celtics passion on the floor here with their fans tonight in the 5th game of the series as Cat scores the 2. 110-89. Crossover at the wing with Drew Holiday. Holiday slides it on top to Cornette, slides it off to his left to Brown. Brown turns the corner, crossover, free throw circle outside. Pritchard, dagger, got it. Payton, Pritchard, bang, bang, bang. Laser from the perimeter with 17. 113.89. Approaching the 5-minute mark left to go. Top of the free throw circle with Josh Hart. Hart at the left elbow. Hart looking around for somebody to get open into the hands of Cat. Cat defended by Holiday. Cat drives downhill. It's gonna be on Drew Holiday, looks like, in the shooting foul here. Free throws coming up for Cat. Clock will stop with 4:53. Derek White is going to be MVP this game, 32 points for him. He set the tone. He had 16 points in the first quarter for Derek White. But the guy who stepped up once immediately he subbed in was Luke Cornette. 7 blocks in a playoff game by one player. That's unheard of. Very seldom that happens. First free throw is good by Karl Anthony Towns. NBA playoff games, single game block leaders all time. Let's see what we got. Most blocks by a player in an NBA playoff game. I believe it's 10. I'll get to that during the next whistle. Second free throw is good. 113.91. Jaylen Brown's going to slow it down right now, as they're doing it for Jason Tatum tonight. Playing to win for JT and force a Game 6 on Friday. Brown, a crossover. Up fake, jumper over Anunoby, and a rainbow! He's got it! Jaylen Brown. Showing you he's the man tonight. Double-double, 26 points, 10 assists for JB. Gonna be staying in the offseason. Ain't no way they're gonna break up the Jays. Jaylen Brown tonight heard the critics. Celtics just picked up a foul after the conclusion of that play. Technical foul charged on a delay of game. So this will be Knicks free throw with Cat. Heard the critics, and Jaylen Brown responded. Jaylen Brown ain't no Matt Strus. Jaylen Brown ain't no Darius Garland. Jaylen Brown responded with a 26-point night with 8 rebounds and 10 assists to just 2 turnovers. He responded. 5 times the amount of assists to turnovers tonight. He responded in a huge way in this game. 4.5 left to go in the fourth. Cat going wide off the dribble. Cat lost the handle. Cat turned it over. It's Celtics basketball. 4:20 left to play. Celtics getting in the mind of Cat in this game. Celtics winning this one for JT. I'll be back tomorrow night covering Thunder against Nuggets. But if you like to come on back on Friday night, I'll be back live as well on Friday night covering Game 6 between the Celtics against Knicks. Missed 3 straight away from the top of the key right there by Pritchard. Anunoby at the left wing, 15 on the shot clock. Anunoby attacks inside the paint, no good. Missed the layup out of bounds was Cornette with a rebound. This will stop the clock with 3:54. And this actually was a foul charge to Luke Cornette. So this will send OG Anunoby to the free throw line shooting 2. Andrew, welcome in, brother. Thanks for joining in. Yup, what can JB do for you? A lot of national sports talk media show hosts today. A lot of those national sports talk shows, especially a lot of those shows, were based in New York. In the media, responsible for talking about if the Celtics were going to trade Jaylen Brown tonight. Here's the night that Jaylen Brown's audition to be the team leader for the future. And he stepped up and responded in a big way. Derek White next year is going to be a massive production season for him for next year. Payton Pritchard's going to have an awesome year. Move up Payton Pritchard into a starting unit job. Yeah, this Celtics team, based on tonight's, they can still Remind the world why they're going to be a playoff team next year for sure. Derek White slips the defense. Jaylen Brown with an assist off the fastball down low to White. Derek White with an amazing performance tonight with 34. Jaylen Brown with 12 assists. Jumper's good from the perimeter by Josh Hart. 117-96. Celtics with possession. Next Celtics game will be on Friday night. It is at New York, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 8 p.m. Eastern Time, not 7 p.m. Central, 6 Mountain, 5 Pacific, as the Celtics bury the three. 120-96. Drew Holiday from downtown drills it. They get a good game out of Holiday as well. Celtics blew out the Knicks tonight. You know where this could really go. This is huge for morale right now. No Tatum, no superstar player. Hey, we can beat this team. We're up by 24 with 2.5 minutes remaining. As Jaylen Brown off the dribble. We get a timeout here taken on the floor by Joe Mazzulla with 2:20 left. We're going to have substitutions here come in. Yeah, substitutions are going to come in. We're going to have a game 6 here. Jordan Walsh checks into the game. Celtics clear out the bench. Standing ovation by these fans tonight. Luke Cornett with 7 blocks tonight. That ranks just outside the top 25 all-time in NBA playoff history. Just outside the top 25. Robert Williams against the Nets back in the first-round series 4 years ago in 2021. Had 9 blocks in that series. That ranks in the tie for 4th all-time in playoff history. 10 blocks each by Andrew Bynum, Mark Eaton, and Hakeem Olajuwon is the all-time record. Knicks have taken their guys out as well. Tyler Kolek running the point. 2:10 left to go in the 4th quarter. Tyler Kolek going up against his hometown team tonight. My good friend Chris Herron's brother, Mike Herron, is he's like best friends with Tyler Kolek. He went to all of his Herron basketball camps that he did growing up for Tyler Kolek. Absolutely legendary player in the state of Rhode Island. Big ups here for getting Tyler Kolek in the game. Tyler Kolek repping Cumberland, Rhode Island, by the way. He is on the floor right now with 2:11 left to go in the 4th quarter. First free throw missed at the line for the Knicks. This is number 44 at the free throw line for New York with Landry Shamet, who missed both of the free throws. Celtics 5 on the floor looks like this. J.D. Davison, Neemias Queta, Jordan Walsh, Baylor Shireman, and Torrey Craig. Craig at the left corner. Craig, a step back 3, missed off the rim, short. Queta, offensive rebound. Queta, 1 dribble, soars up, and he throws it down with a 2-handed flush. Neemias Queta on the board in the playoffs. 122-96, final minute 40 left to go in the 4th quarter. It's going to a game 6 here, folks. Keep on believing. Celtics with a realization that they just beat the Knicks by a blowout. And what this does for team morale, oh man. There's been franchises before. The Knicks could be in the same conversation as the Clippers and be in that same conversation and blow a 3-1 series lead. It wouldn't shock me at all if that happens. Shireman off to Queta. Hand off around the perimeter. Hoisted up on a 3 by J.D. Davison. He has got it. It is the G League Player of the Year for the Maine Celtics that buries the 3. 125-98. Final minute left to go. J.D. Davison setting up a prayer. He was a walking bucket in the G League this past season. Legendary performance game. Making Jason Tatum proud, making Larry Bird proud, making Bill Russell proud, Havlicek, Paul Pierce. He doesn't need to walk in his robe 20 miles to work tomorrow morning. Celtics are loving it. 125-99. J.D. Davison off the dribble, attacks the paint, lobs it up over the top for Keita, and he puts it in with 2. Celtics with team morale right now shooting up through the roof, that there is a realization of believers with his team right here, right now. The Boston Celtics, 27 assists on 44 made field goals to just 8 turnovers tonight. And there's a realization that, hey, we can do this. There's no iso ball. There's no one-on-one possessions. It's all about playmaking. It's all about cutters. It's all about finding the right shot, the open shot, the great look, and making it. 127-102, the final score. As Game 5 is done, the Celtics win by 25. We're going to a Game 6 here, folks. It ain't over till one team has won 4 games in the playoffs. The New York Knicks up 3-2. It ain't over till it's over. And we'll see about Friday if the Celtics can force a Game 7. This Celtics team, with their backs against the wall, just seem to play their best basketball when their backs are against the wall. What a game tonight by Boston. 25-point victory. Derek White having a performance for the ages tonight. 34 points, 7 made threes by D. White. Jaylen Brown, 26 points, 12 assists, just 2 turnovers tonight for Jaylen Brown. Responding in a huge way, 8 rebounds for Jaylen Brown. He is showing that he could be the man next season for Jaylen Brown. Derek White with 34, about to have a breakout campaign next year. Peyton Pritchard about to be inserted as a starter next year. A breakout game for him with 17 points. Al Horford finished with 12. They got everything possible out of Al tonight. But this guy right here, defensively, a defensive anchor, did everything in this game, and that guy would be Luke Kornet. 7 blocks, a playoff career high for Luke Kornet. He was unbelievably sensational for Luke Kornet tonight. He was crazy. 7 blocks, 10 points, perfect 5 for 5 from the floor from the dunker spot, 9 rebounds. 7 defensive boards, 2 offensive rebounds, multiple tip outs to his teammates, a plus 20 on the floor for Luke Kornet, who ranks top 10 in NBA plus minus this season for him. 14 by Drew Holiday. He had 7 rebounds, 3 assists. He had a pretty good low key tonight as well. Got as much as you could possibly get out of Holiday. This team was cooking everybody. Just going to need Porzingis to show up. If Porzingis shows up, Celtics going to win this series. If they have the Porzingis that showed up in April when he dropped down 30-plus points against the Knicks in the final regular season game, then, yeah, Celtics going to win this series. Celtics going to win this series if Porzingis finally decides to show up. Because he only played 12 minutes. He scored 1 point. He got substituted out in the early second quarter. What a game. Derek White came out, 16 points in the first quarter, drilled shot after shot after shot. He is shooting the ball with confidence recently in this playoffs. 34 by White, 26 by Brown, 12 assists by Brown. Amazing game. Got these guys into foul trouble. And now there's the realization without Tatum, hey, we can do this. We got this game on Friday. I'm going to go over Jaylen Brown's splits on Friday here. He's got some really good numbers on Friday, I'm pretty sure, this season for him. Allen with a dono. Appreciate man with a dono. You the legend on the channel. Let's get that dono hype for my man Allen out here. Jaylen Brown, 26 points, 8 rebounds, 12 assists. Tonight was his audition for next season to be the number 1 guy. Even though Derek White finishes the higher score, Jaylen Brown proved every single step of the way that he can step up and rise up when needed and called upon, and he did it tonight for Jaylen Brown, playmaking with those 12 assists, because he had been struggling with turnovers. He ain't no Max Strus. He ain't no Darius Garland. He had 12 assists to just 2 turnovers tonight. 12 assists to 2 turnovers for a guy that had more turnovers going into this game than assists tonight. He had 12 to 2 for assists to turnovers tonight. Yeah, he's been really, really good on Fridays, I believe, this season. Oh, yeah, Jaylen Brown, 29 points per game this season on Friday nights for him. 39% from 3, 50% from the floor on Friday nights. And guess what? We got a game 6 coming up on a Friday night where Jaylen Brown has showed up all throughout the course of the season on Fridays. Chance to do so on Friday night in a Game 6. I'll be back for Game 6 on Friday night. I'll also be back tomorrow if you guys would like to join in. Thunder against Nuggets for Game 6 of that series. So if you guys would like to come on back in, feel free to do so. Celtics, great game tonight. 27 assists to 17 assists by the Knicks. Knicks with 11 turnovers. Celtics with 9 turnovers. Celtics did a really good job taking care of the basketball, and they were ripping down the threes left and right. 22 for 49. 22 for 49 from the perimeter, 45% from 3. And their defense was unreal tonight. The reason why they won this game is their defense. They forced the Knicks to shoot just 36% from the floor. Celtics shot 52% from the floor in this game. Celtics taking it one game at a time. Pressure right now is on the Knicks. And honestly, without Tatum, this offense, I've been saying this for quite a while, but the ball stops with Tatum because he's attempting a lot of tough iso ball one-on-one attempted shots. When the basketball gets to Tatum, the ball stops with Tatum. Whereas with the guys tonight, there was 0 bad shots throughout this game. Everything was an open look, and they were making their open looks. They were cutting backdoor to the hoop. We didn't see guys standing out in the corner in this game. We saw guys making slipping cutters, rolling to the hoop, backdoor cutters. It was an awesome sign to see. There was a lot of great quality open looks that they got in this game. Well-deserved win for this team, doing it for JT tonight, because everybody stepped up in this game, and it shows tonight. 25-point win, and now there's the believers' realization that we just won by 25 without our superstar player. Let's do this again, where we've been even better than our home floor. We've been a better team on the road this season. Let's do it on the road on Friday, where Jaylen Brown, the team leader going into that game, has shined in Friday nights. Let's force a Game 7 where we've had Game 7s before, and it's been up and down in Game 7s. We've won some, we've lost some. But hey, 2 years ago, Game 7, beat Philadelphia. Monday night, Game 7, if they focus on Game 6 before that, win Game 6 in the road, back to Boston for a Game 7. Pressure's on for the Knicks. For a team that was up last year 2-0 in the series, blew it wide open against the Pacers. Maybe the Knicks are looking a little bit too fast ahead to Indiana, looking for their revenge on Indiana, while the Celtics team is looking just one game ahead right now. It would be very, very New York Knicks Clipper-like if the Knicks blew this 3-1 series. Some of these franchises are cursed, honestly. And the New York Knicks, wouldn't shock me, are up there with the LA Clippers in teams that could fail to close out a 3-1 series, just like the Clippers did in the bubble back in 2020 and lost to the Nuggets. 127-102 the final score. Thanks all for joining in for this one. I'll be back in tomorrow night and closing out here to the channel members. Good night tonight. Let's keep it up here. Hopefully a good night on Friday, entering the weekend, which will put hype into a matchup on Monday. We got membership shoutouts. Here we go. Jason, Bradley, Warren, Kelly, I Am Ghost, the Naja Player, Asia, Ice Baby, Katie, Ogie, SGA Sports Talk Channel, Lonely Satellite, Natural Nate, Ian, Michael, John, Norma, Jonathan, Guido, Mark, Jobo, Michigan Sports, Canna, Bro, Greg, Space Vegas, Pringle, and Fishing Up a Storm. Thanks all for joining in for this one tonight here. Appreciate you guys for being a part of the stream. Celtics forcing a Game 6 as Boston wins by 25, 127-102 the final score. See you guys tomorrow night for Thunder against Nuggets. If not, I'll see you guys back in for game number 6 on Friday. Thanks all for joining in. Enjoy the rest of your night. Awesome win for the Celtics here. They're back on Friday for the next one for Game 6. Thanks all for being a part of the stream tonight. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night.